Racers again will be kicking. Spencer Davis and Peter Lloyd will be back deep. Davis will be on the near hash mark, and Lloyd will be on the far hash mark as Carson Greifenkamp gets set to tee it up. And we are set to go. A festive day. This is the first year they've allowed Tent City participants to stay there and watch. As long as they have a ticket, they can watch a game.
Great choice. We do have a really good crowd there on the infield. I can't tell, probably maybe even 700-800 people, and the stands are starting to fill in. So great day for Racer football, and here we go.
Racers in their blue pants and shirts, and white shirts with black numerals, black pants for SEMO. Good kick, taken 3 yards deep, and they're going to bring it out across the 10, out to the 14-yard line. Great pursuit by the Racers on the run back by Davis, and St. Pierre and Niles with the stop.
Now, Coach Hatcher was talking early in the ballgame about being disciplined. Again, the Racer fans know that last week the special teams kind of bit us a little bit. Great coverage there by the Racer kickoff coverage team. Going to give the Skyhawks a long field as they'll start their first possession on the 14-yard line.
One correction to make on the colors. The Racers, of course, wearing the gray pants this year. They're not blue, but the blue jerseys with the gold numerals. We are set to go. Snyder in a shotgun set will run McFerrin to the right. DeMichael Jackson, who's been out with a break, and they're going to snap it back, and it's a fumbled snap by Snyder. The running back, McFerrin, fell on it at the 8. But it's going to be a loss on the play of about 5 yards.
Yeah, great start there. Again, you talked about the running back being in there, but that was just simply a low snap from center. Falls on the ground. Great job by the Racer defensive line getting back there. Going to bring up a 2nd and 15. Great start for the Racer defense.
Let's see if the Racers can take advantage of that in the early going. On 2nd down, again from shotgun. Snyder has McFerrin to his right. They have twins left. Single wide out to the right. Racers show a little middle blitz, but they're not going to bring it. 2-step drop by Snyder. Throws right side, caught at the 20, and down at the 21-yard line. It's going to leave him about 4 yards shy of a first down. St. Pierre and Niles with the tackle.
Just slipped their tight end out there between the middle linebackers. Set down. Big pickup of quite a few yards there. Going to bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Skyhawks.
Ron Coleman with his 6th grab of the season. Had only 5 catches on the season. Coming into this game with 136 yards, but a good pickup there. Leaves them in a manageable 3rd and 4 situation at their own 21. This time they'll go with a pistol set. Twins to the left, nothing to the right. Now they're going to reshift. They're going to bring a wing up to the left side and the tight end to the left. They'll hand it to McFerrin. Off tackle left side, has the first down and then some. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 30, and then here comes a flag at the 30-yard line to Quentin Spraggins with the tackle.
Based on the Racer sideline reaction, looks like it's going to be a hold against the Red Hawks. If the play stands, it would be a first down, but right now we're waiting for the call from the referee.
Face mask against SEMO. You don't see that on offense very often, do you?
Don't see that very often. It must have came on the inside in there in the interior lineman. Personal foul face mask. That's 15 yards the other direction. I know Coach Took on the far sideline is going to want a number. And like you said, Neil, a very kind of unusual call against the offense.
Yeah, I recall, I think, seeing that one other time in a Racer game, and it was one of those obvious ones where a guy's about to get tackled and he yanks the guy's mask down. No one had any issue, but I honestly did not see this one.
That one must have happened on the inside. But again, like you said, if you see a running back kind of stiff arm and pull, that's one thing. But I didn't see that one anywhere. But it does bring up a 3rd and 10. Coach Terrell was talking about this last week. The Racer defense showed great improvement because they put Tennessee Tech in those 3rd and long situations. Here's the first one of the day for the Red Hawks, 3rd and 10.
That wiped out a really good run by McFerrin and puts them in a much more difficult situation. They'll go with the pistol formation again. Twins right, single wide out to the left. Snyder to the quarterback, barks the signals, freezes that defense, and takes a look to the sideline. They'll switch out of the pistol to the shotgun. McFerrin will be to the left of Snyder, who has the ball with a 2-step drop. He's flush. He's in trouble, and he's going to go down at the 6-yard line. Travis Taylor among several Racers in on the tackle.
You know, Neil, coming into this game, the Red Hawks had been one that did not allow sacks during their game. One of the things that's really helped them be successful is getting them out to that 4-2 record so far, but great job there by the Racers, not only taking advantage of the penalty, but getting the big sack there, forcing the Red Hawks to punt the ball away.
Alex Knight, the second leading punter in the league, a 41.8 average. He'll be 5 yards deep in the end zone. And Janowski Davis, 10 returns and 11.3 yards. We'll try to field this when he sets up behind the 50. This isn't a great punt, though. It's going to hit behind the 40 and bounce backwards to about the 38, and the Racers get their first possession in SEMO territory.
What a great start, Neil. You're talking about coming out, defense making a stand. We were benefited by that penalty, that face mask against the offense. But now the Racer offense takes possession on the Red Hawk 39. And looking at the stats, the Red Hawks had not allowed a score on the opening drive of any opponent this year. Kansas did kick a field goal at the end of their first drive, but if the Racers can come in and capitalize, put it in the end zone, be a great way to start for the Racers.
Knight was kicking into a little bit of wind there. I mean, it's not a 30 mile an hour, but a little bit. But although he's been excellent this season, not that good there. And we do have a timeout on the field. 12:13 to go. We are scoreless. So finally out of the timeout, the Racers will have it. They'll work from shotgun. K.D. Humphreys with a two-step drop, looks right but throws left. Janowski Davis hooks back. He's going to try to cut across the middle. Now goes the other way. Evades one tackle, then another. He's going to go across the 40 to the 41, and that'll do it. All that running, 25, 30 yards for a 1 yard gain, and Hill with the stop for SEMO.
Lots of yardage there, Neil, running back and forth. Only going to pick up 0 on the play, but he did run probably at least 30, 35 yards.
Twins right, twins left. Humphreys with Pokey Harris standing to the right. Humphreys takes a step forward, says something to his offensive line, now wants the ball and hands it. Fakes the handoff to Harris, throws left side in the flat, caught at the 25-yard line by Janowski Davis. A Racer first down. Reggie Jennings brought him down.
And we do have a Red Hawk defender on the ground around the 42. An injury is going to bring the play to a halt, but a big first down catch there from Humphreys. We talked about Humphreys' week last week. A record-setting performance, 48 of 62 for 404 yards, and became the 15th passer in Murray State history to have a 400-plus yard game.
If you're wondering about KD, his name is Kadarius LaPaul Humphreys, so he goes by KD.
KD. Yep.
And we did find out the Pokey Harris mystery as well. Pokey's nickname his name, by the way, is Justin Kenyale Pokey Harris, but Pokey's nickname comes from Pokey Reese, who played for the Reds. He said he had dreadlocks when he played Little League Baseball. His coach said, "You look like Pokey Reese, I'm going to call you Pokey," and it stuck. John Popovich is the player who's injured for SEMO. He goes limping off the field with what appears to be an ankle injury. We are back to action. The handoff goes to Pokey Harris. Speak of him. He goes off tackle right side down near the 20-yard line. A gain of nearly 5 on the play. Terrence Hill the stop.
Neil, the Red Hawks are staying in that basic 3-4. You mentioned that they're going to have a nickel package, but there is another Red Hawk defender down. Goodness. 2 plays, 2 injuries. Can't see the number on that one now, but it does appear to be, I'm not sure, maybe a lower leg injury.
That's Terrence Hill, who just had the tackle, inside linebacker, but he's in some distress down there. So the training staff coming out, and at least at the beginning here, things not going SEMO's way. They've had a fumbled snap. A bit of a low snap. It was fumbled. They've had a really costly penalty, not a really good punt. However, all that being said, it's still scoreless with 11:09 to go in the first quarter.
It is. We were able to talk with media from Southeast Missouri before the kickoff, and they were talking how they were already banged up before the game. But in the first 2 offensive plays for the Racers, actually I guess the first 3, there have been 2 Red Hawk defenders needing assistance off the field.
And this looks like another ankle. And Hill's favoring his right ankle. Perhaps it's just a turn and they can get it taped and him possibly can get back in there. But if that is the case, to lose 2 guys, that's big.
Very big. And the one that went out before, he's still sitting across the field on the bench over there. Appears to be in a great amount of pain. Teammates coming up and high-fiving. But to go 2 players in 2 plays, again, I don't know how about their depth, but I know they were banged up coming in. It can't be good for the Red Hawk defense.
Popovich was putting no weight on his foot. Hill is at least putting a little bit of weight on his foot as he's being led off. So that would at least leave a bit of optimism if you're listening and are a SEMO fan. K.D. Humphreys with the snap back. 2-step drop, throws down across the middle, and it is caught for the score. Navarre Griffin and the Racers, a 21-yard strike, go up 6-0.
You know, Neil, I was talking about in that drive how good the red zone defense for the Skyhawks. You know how you stop that? You score from the 21, and then you don't have to worry about red zone defense. Great job there by the Racers. Touchdown, go up 6-0. 10:54 left in the first quarter.
Griffin's first touchdown grab of the season. And Greifenkamp out. He's 20 of 21 on extra points. Carson Greifenkamp, Carson Beyer the holder, gets the ready, has the snap. There's the kick on the way. Count it. 10:54 to go in the first quarter. The Racers up 7-0. Back after this on the Racers Sports Network. Lloyd and Davis back deep. Their feet planted at the 5-yard line as Greifenkamp has it teed up at the 35, and we are set to go. A little bit of wind at Greifenkamp's back, not much. The rain has held off fairly remarkably. It did so during the parade this morning. We've seen a few sprinkles, but not much, and they've downgraded rain chances 80 to 50%. So come on out and enjoy this fine game. These teams have played close ones 4 straight years, and it probably be the same today. Here's the approach by Greifenkamp. An end-over-end kick is going to be taken 5 yards deep in the end zone. This time they'll go with the knee and bring it out. And that's the way we will start the second possession of this quarter for Southeast Missouri. SEMO has been able to overcome some injuries this year. Paul McRoberts out with a broken foot. DeMichael Jackson, he was out with an injury, although he will return today and see some action. That's a lot to go by. And there's another bad snap. And problems here. DeMichael Jackson nowhere to be found as they tried to hand it off to him. And Snyder's going to go down at the 21-yard line. Sean Samuels-Connell planted him, and it starts just like the other one did, a 5-yard loss.
It did, and on the first drive, I know Snyder was saying that one was the one on the first drive was down to his right. That would look to be right in midsection, and he just simply dropped it. But they're going to bring up a 2nd and 14. Again, their first 2 drives of the ball game have started with a botched snap.
DeMichael Jackson, 21 carries, 122 yards, 5.8 per carry. He went down in the Kansas game, hasn't played since. And Linus McFerrin took over and has done a really wonderful job. They have a wing to the left, twins right, shotgun set, handoff, stretch play left side, nowhere to go but down for Jackson. As he gets out to the 22, he might have gained a yard on the play. On the tackle, it is Zach Dean for the Racers.
Nice job of flow there by the Racer linebackers. Defensive linemen doing their job, allowing linebackers to run. Going to put them into a 3rd and 13. Again, Coach Terrell talked about putting the opponent in 3rd and long situations. The Racers have been able to do that on both drives this afternoon.
Readjust for Southeast Missouri. They get the personnel in they want. Looks like they're going to go trips right. Single wide out to the left. And Snyder on this 3rd and long play has DeMichael Jackson to his left out of shotgun. Snyder is ready. 2 bad snaps so far. 2-step drop. They throw right side. It is caught by Lloyd. Lloyd makes the first man miss. Stretches his way beyond the 30 to the 32. But it is not going to be enough for the first down. It will pick up about 10 on the play. Bishop Woods the tackle.
Southeast Missouri special teams have been one of their keys to their great start this year, and looks like Coach Tuke is going to decide to bring in his punting unit. The first punt of the evening was not very good by the Southeast Missouri punter. Let's see what he does when he puts the ball on this one.
Alex Knight, 2nd in the league in punting. He'll accept the ball at about the 20-yard line. Janowski Davis right behind his 30 and around the 28. Again, a little bit of wind in the face of the punter, who stands just to the right of the left hash mark. He boots it, left-footed, a wobbly type punt that's going to be fielded by Davis, who looks like was tackled by his own man at the 28-yard line.
Awfully dangerous there, Neil. Like you said, a Racer teammate bumped into him, took him to the ground, but a great job of concentration, holding on to the football, and the Racers will take possession on their own 28-yard line.
10:54 is where the Racers scored their score. 8:32 to go right now, and the Racers are on top by a score of 7-0. They get their 2nd possession of the game. And this time it'll be Pokey Harris in there again with K.D. Humphreys. Racers will go twins to the right, twins to the left. And Humphreys out of shotgun with a 2-step drop. Looks across the middle, throws right sideline, incomplete over the head of Harness and out of bounds.
I don't think it's going to take long for Coach Stewart to see when he gives them twins to both sides. The Red Hawk defense is giving him a 3-man front with 2 linebackers. Don't be surprised if Pokey Harris or the other running backs for the Racers don't start carrying the ball more often out of that offensive set.
Trips left, Twins right. An empty backfield this time. They throw right through the hands of Griffin, who couldn't come up with it at the 35-yard line.
Just like the Racer defense wants to put the Red Hawks in the 3rd and long, the Racer offense has got to stay out of it. Going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Racers.
Twins right and left. Harris still in there to the right of K.D. Humphreys. And we have a whistle that has stopped play. A timeout taken by Southeast Missouri. Stab back to K.D. Humphrey. 2-step drop. Looks down the left sideline. Has a man open and overshot him. If it's on the money to Blackburn, it's a huge gain. But it was overthrown, and the punting unit will come out.
Little wheel route there. And again, he had him beat. Just overthrew him just a little bit. Diving effort by Blackburn. Just out of his reach. Going to force Coach Hatcher to bring on his punting unit.
So K.D. had 2 overthrown and then 1 ball dropped on that. So it's 3 and out for the Racers, and here's a problem area. The Racers have not done well as Zach Bogard comes on. He's 8th in the league in punting. The rugby style, this one isn't bad though. It's going to take the hit somewhere out of bounds at around the 35-yard line. And we'll see exactly where they're going to end up marking this. It's going to be about the 38, where Southeast Missouri will take over with 8:14 left in the quarter, trailing the Racers 7-0.
You mentioned the ball being on the 38. Now that'll be the Red Hawks' best starting position of the day. The other time it was on the 13, one inside the 20 as well. So again, you're looking here at they've got to have a little bit of momentum here. But the Red Hawks have struggled. Their last 2 drives have started with a botched snap. Let's see what happens here on 1st and 10.
34-yard punt. This is probably one where the offensive coordinator says, guys, at least on 1st down, snap the ball and get a playoff. We're looking to do that this time, something they haven't done on the opening of either of the other drives. This time it is a good one. It's caught by Snyder. Goes downfield, and it is incomplete, and there's going to be a flag thrown. 2 flags fly. This one likely going to go against the Racers.
It's going to be, Neil, it's going to be pass interference against the Racers. That ball, I don't know if it was catchable or not, but they're going to say that the Racer defender didn't give the Red Hawk receiver the opportunity. I'd love to see him pick them up and wave them off, but when you see 2 flags fly, you're pretty certain that's going to be the play.
Adrian Davis, he was the intended receiver on the play, so that is going to be the call. They have 2 Davises on the team, Spencer Davis and Adrian Davis. They both play receiver. They are not brothers, but there are 3 sets of brothers on the team. Linebackers Ryder and Roper Garrett. Offensive linemen Nick and Quentin Michael. They're twins. And kicker Clay Pickler and quarterback Griffin Pickler. Clay, by the way, part of Florida State's national championship team from a year ago. So the penalty gives it to Southeast Missouri in Racer territory at the 47-yard line. Snap back. Snyder throws left, and it is incomplete, intended for Smith again on the sideline, or Davis again on the sideline, but it goes incomplete.
And you heard a ooh up here in the press box. Kadarius Sanders almost stepped in front of that, and if he would have been able to come down with it, it would have been 6 points for the Racers. Nothing between him and that end zone, but Green, but just out of his reach. Racers
did that once this season, the pick 6 by T. Ray Malone in the Western Michigan game. The clock stops at 8:05. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 47 for Southeast Missouri. They go Twins right. The tight end sets up camp on the left side. They have a wing there. And the handoff up the middle. McFerrin gets very little as he's going to get maybe a yard on the play, and in there DeQuinton Spraggins to stop it.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 9. Coach Terrell and Coach Hatcher have to be pleased. You know, every drive that the Red Hawks have had today have resulted in a 3rd and long. The one positive play being the pass interference on this drive earlier, but a 3rd and 9 as the Red Hawks try to decide what to do.
Nickel package in, a linebacker out. Dylan Boone comes in, part of that package on this 3rd down play. 7:32, clock ticking in the first quarter. The Racers lead 7-0, but SEMO in Murray State territory facing a tough spot here on 3rd and 9. Racers show blitz. They bring it. The handoff runs right into the blitz, and it'll be no gain on the play by McFerrin. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, Neil, sometimes it's just players making play, but that time Coach Terrell and his staff, what a perfect play call. Run blitz off the side. That defender was right in the right position to make that play. Going to bring up a 4th and 9, forcing the Red Hawks to punt the ball away. Now it becomes field position. The Racer offense has got to take possession and pick up some first downs and move the ball back down the field.
Janowski Davis is back deep. Alex Knight will punt from his own 40-yard line. 6:42 remaining. The clock ticking here in the first quarter. A perfect snap. Oh, they almost had that one, but he's able to get it away. The ball hits at the 2, and oh my goodness, it coffin corners out at the 1. An amazing punt by Knight.
A game of inches, Neil. We talk about it all the time, and just at the beginning of that play, the Racers were inches away from coming up with a punt block, and then on the other end of it, it pops out right at the 1-yard line. So the Racer offense will be faced with a 1st and 10 on their own 1, 99 yards to go for pay dirt.
A fabulous punt. It'll go in the books as a 45-yard punt, but the important thing is it's out at the 1. I mean, a 50-yard punt in this instance is worse than a 45.
Exactly right. And you're talking about the fact now the field position is you're starting to see it move back and forth. The Racers have to put together a drive here.
And this is an area where SEMO has excelled, is that field position part of the game. Play action fake. Humphreys will keep it. He'll dive and get a little bit of breathing room out to the 5, so he'll pick up a little more than 3 yards on the play. And we have a Racer injured lying on the far side, far hash mark.
Injury timeout on the field.
Can't see that number there, Neil, but he is laying there.
I think it's Zach Littlefield.
Aubrey Jones comes in, a 6'6", 331-pound redshirt freshman to replace Littlefield.
Snap right side, throw by Humphreys, caught by Griffin, who goes out of bounds at the 10. He'll pick up 5, but the Racers will be faced with a 3rd and 2. Griffin will check out of the lineup. And on his 3rd, they're actually going to call it 3rd and 1. Stretch play left side. Big hole by Holiday. 20, 25, 30, 35. Dragged down at the 40-yard line. A gain of nearly 30 on the play before David Coley brought him down.
Huge play, Neil, and here they go. The Racers going to pick up the tempo here as they're hurried into the line of scrimmage.
They'll go twins to the right, single wide out to the left. Play action fake as Humphreys rolls right, throws it, and it is incomplete, tipped by the intended receiver, and SEMO gets a pick. Eric Moore with the kick, with the pick.
Neil, you have to hate that. Katie Humphreys was trying to decide whether to run it. Thought he just flipped it out to the running back who had slipped into the flat. Too high, tips up, and Southeast Missouri capitalized with an interception. That's those turnovers that Coach Hatcher mentioned before. Again, that one, again, just a deflection. But again, now the Redhawks get the ball in their best field position of the day. Going to start this drive on the Racer 43.
And that is only the 2nd interception thrown by Humphreys. And on those, you normally don't blame the quarterback as much on the tip ball. But had it, honestly, it had been on the money, it wasn't going to get tipped.
That is a good
point. You can go both ways. But 1st and 10 for Southeast Missouri. They'll go twins left, single wide out to the right. They trail the Racers 7-0. Lloyd's going to go in motion. It'll be the keeper by Snyder, who can run well with it. He'll get it down to the 40 and pick up 3 yards on the play. Zach Dean with the tackle.
Zach Dean on the stop for the Racers.
Snyder makes great decisions. He knows where he's going to throw, and if he doesn't see it, he can quickly run and pick up the yardage.
Coach Terrell mentioned that in the pregame. You know, not making good choices by the Red Hawk quarterback. That time just falls. His pulling guard pulls up in the hole, able to pick up a gain of 3, bringing up a 2nd and 7.
DeMichael Jackson in at running back. So far, the Red Hawks haven't had much success running it. So let's see what they try to do here on this 2nd and 7 play. Snyder works from shotgun. Running back to his right. Protection breaks down, but Snyder flushed out of the pocket. He has running room, 1st down and then some. Across the 30, 25, and steps out of bounds at the 20-yard line. He turns that into a 20-yard gain.
There's sometimes when you look and you see a senior quarterback out there making plays, and that's what Snyder did right there. The 6'1", 209-pound senior from Barberton, Ohio. I thought he was sacked there by the Racer D. Found a way to escape and pick up a big gain of yards.
So the Racers, despite some early success, they only put up 7 points. And now Southeast Missouri knocking on the red zone. The nose of the ball is right on the 20-yard line. And this is where they have a great deal of success. They'll go from a pistol set, twins left, single wide out to the right. Lloyd in motion right, comes back left. Hand off to DeMichael Jackson, stretch play. Goes off tackle left side, flies forward to about the 23, the 17, a gain of 3 on the play.
You mentioned the red zone success of Southeast Missouri. On the season, they're 20 of 24 for 83.3%, 2nd in the OVC in red zone efficiency.
Samuels Connell and Hayes on the stop. That'll make it 2nd down and 7. 4:12 and ticking here in the first quarter. So far, rather low scoring with the Racers on top, 7-0. Snyder at quarterback, 2 for 3, passing the ball. Single wide out left, twins right. Snyder looks right, wants to run, has a man right in front of him, reverses direction, throws right side. Did he catch it? The official said yes, it's caught at the 9-yard line. The receiver went to his knees, and it's 1st and goal Redhawks. DeMichael Jackson, that running back, just found an opening.
Found an opening. Snyder scrambles, and again, probably one of the reasons that the Redhawks have not given up many sacks is because of the elusiveness of Snyder. That time was scrambling, and again, found the running back who just simply turned around and picks up a first down, 1st and goal Redhawks.
Jackson just found a little open area out there, got open, waved his arm, said throw it to me, and he did. He barely got it to him, but he did. Max protects shotgun, handoff left side, off tackle. It's going to go down near the 5, still waiting for the whistles, and there we go, about a 4-yard pickup by Jackson that time, and it's a little closer down near the 5.
That looked a lot like a scrum there, Neil. Again, towards the end, I myself was waiting for the whistle. I didn't know if they were going to blow it or not, but 2nd goal at the 6, 3:12 left in the first quarter.
For the Racers here, it would be considered a victory if they could hold them to a field goal. And that is something they're very good at. Their kicker hasn't missed an extra point and hasn't missed a field goal. McCrum, we'll talk more about him later. Let's hope that the Racers do get to see him make an attempt. Otherwise, SEMO hoping to make it a point after. Again, Max protects shotgun. Keeper by Snyder. Grab from behind. He's going to dive across the 5, pick up maybe a yard or 2 before Felton Collins brings him down. And that's going to make it 3rd and goal from the 5.
Big play coming up for the Racers. 3rd and goal from the 5. You mentioned how good the kicker from Southeast Missouri is, and he's very talented. But at this point, that would be a win for this Racer defense to hold them out from a touchdown.
2:23 as the clock ticks. Final instructions forthcoming from the sideline for the Redhawks. And Snyder this time will go from a pistol set, go a wide right. They're going to bring a man in motion to the right side. He now stutter steps to the left. Hand off to Jackson, off tackle right side. As he crosses the 5, he's grabbed around the ankles. It'll be a 1-yard gain on the play. And on the stop, Felton Collins.
Called that name several times on that series alone. Felton Collins playing a great job up front. They're going to bring on the Southeast Missouri field goal unit. You said he was very good, and he is perfect on the season. Let's see if what happens with this kick.
Well, this guy is much better than the guy they had last year. Brian McCrum, 7 of 7 on field goals, 22 of 22 on extra points. This one from the 20 is up, and it's good. He's now 8 of 8. The guy they had last year was the 2013 version of McCrum, who really struggled. So same guy, he just turned his season totally around in a year.
Turned it around, and again, a win there for the Racer defense, forcing McCrum to come in. Score now, Racers 7, Redhawks 3, 1:31 left in the first quarter.
Back after this on the Racer Sports Network. Here's the kickoff. Oh my goodness, it is fumbled out of bounds, caught, or at least attempted to be caught at the 4-yard line, and Pokey Harris fumbled it out of bounds. And the Racers will get it at the 4.
Out of bounds at the 4. You look at that and you go, holy moly. And, Coach Hatcher was preaching, we can't hurt ourselves. We can't do those things. And, again, the costly interception that led to the 3 points for Southeast Missouri. Now the Racers, who started their last drive on the 1, starts this one on the 4.
Looks like there may be a flag on the play. I see at least something. Or the white hat trying to get, I think he wants the time put on the clock is what he's asking for. I assume his microphone isn't working because he's not able to address via the PA, and that's what they do. They wanted a second. Instead of 1:31, they wanted it at 1:30.
He got what he wanted, and here go the Racers, 1st and 10 on their own 4.
Second consecutive time they have awful field position. It'll be a toss, and this one goes to Holiday. He gets back to the 5. He might have picked up a yard, maybe not, and Roper Garrett, the tackle for SEMO.
And this drive right here is crucial as the Racers have got to pick up some first downs just for field position.
Twins right, Twins left. Stretch play left side. Goes to Holiday. Finds a seam left across the 15. All the way out to the 20-yard line. That is a fabulous run by Holiday and a gain of 15.
Tell the Racer coaching staff has identified the way that the Red Hawks are playing at 3 down linemen, 2 and about. They got 5. They're going to run the football. These last couple drives have had some great runs for the Racers.
They fake the handoff left side, and Katie Humphreys keeps it. He stretches left, stiff arms a man to get out of bounds at the 26. It'll pick up 6, and Reggie Jennings with the tackle.
And the Racers wasting no time here as Katie Humphreys runs back the line of scrimmage. Here we go.
In fact, they marked that a 7-yard gain. A little bit better, and then we get flags flying everywhere as think somebody move.
Katie's pointing across the line at Southeast Missouri, but I think it's going to be on the Racers. False start against the Racers. Going to negate that gain of 7 on first down. Going to bring up a second and 9.
So that's going to wipe that out, and with 44.3 to go, the Racers have it. Still have the lead, 7-3, and at least they're not pinned in inside their 5. Snap back, swing pass goes left side to Holiday. He's going to get it out to the 25. It's only going to gain 4. Racers try to go short side of the field. Hunter Bledsoe on the tackle.
Basic tall sweep, or what most people would recognize as a tall sweep, but Katie just pops up, tosses it to him. Going to get some of those yards back, but it is going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for Murray State.
Racers with Twins right and left. Out of the shotgun set. Holiday in, stands to the left of Katie Humphreys, who has the ball. 2-step drop, has good time. Looks, they're after him. He has to unload downfield, and it's incomplete. Intended for Blackburn, who begs for a flag. There's none forthcoming, and the Racer punting unit will come out with 14.6 seconds left in the quarter.
There's been a lot of big punts this year by the redshirt freshman, Zach Bogard. None bigger than this one because we've got to shift field position. He'll be punting. The ball now rests on the Racer 26. Made a really nice punt here by Bogard.
Spencer Davis and Tyler Manny are back deep. Bogard, pretty decent hang time on this one. Fair catch called for. This is going to be by Lloyd, who catches it at the 34. And that's where Southeast Missouri takes over with 7.8 seconds left in the quarter. Trailing the Racers 7-3.
You know, Neil, the Racer offense has just been unable to put anything together since that first drive of the ball game. It took them 4 plays to get the lone touchdown that we have on the day, but unable to put things together. And the field position itself, this previous drive started on the 4, the one before that on the 1. But nice punt there by Bogard. Now at least the Red Hawks have some distance there as they'll start this drive on their own 34.
This time McFerrin will be back in at running back. Youngster out of Henry County, Tennessee, 472 rushing yards this season. He's found the end zone 3 times, stands to the right of Snyder. 2-step drop. Snyder looks left, finds nothing, runs right side, still's hoping to throw, goes downfield. It's caught near midfield for Southeast Missouri into Racer territory at the 49 on the catch for the Red Hawks, Spencer Davis.
You know, that's the difference between a couple teams. You know, the Red Hawks are coming today 4-2. It's that plays like that. You know, you're scrambling around, throw it up. The SEMO seems to find a way to make that play, and as they do, as the first quarter comes to an end, it'll be first down for SEMO when we come back. Again, into the first quarter, Racers 7, SEMO 3.
Back in a minute on the Racers Sports Network. Early there, the Murray State baseball and the 79 OVC champion football team. Mike Mahoney's going to be up and talk about that later on. Hand off up the middle. McFerrin making a good job of making 2 men miss. Getting across the 50 to about the 48. After making 2 miss, he still is only going to get a couple of yards.
The Racer defense continues to play well, able to kind of stifle this Red Hawk running attack. They came into the game very balanced offensively, but the Racers have done a really nice job of slowing down the run game.
2-yard pickup by Anthony Haynes, 14:32 attacking. Twins left, single wide out to the right for the Red Hawks. As we open second quarter play, McFerrin to the right of Snyder, who works out of shotgun. McFerrin pointing a couple times with his right hand. Snap back goes to Snyder. Throws across the middle, has a man open at the 20, 15, down to the 13-yard line. And DeQuinton Spraggins with the tackle, bringing down the tight end Coleman, but a first down at the 14.
Simply release the tight end down the middle, just over the outstretched hands of Racer linebacker Perry Cooper into the waiting arms of the tight end. big gain, going to bring up a 1st and 10. Ball on the Racer 14.
The Redhawks now in the red zone and a chance to take the lead. They put points on the board in their red zone chance. The Racers have allowed 26 marches into their red zone, and they haven't stopped anybody yet from getting points. Maybe this will be that time. Snyder, a little bit of a low snap, decides to run it out. He's off tackle left side, breaks his way all the way down to the 5. He's going to be close to a first down. I think he picked up 9 before Spraggins brought him down.
Strong run by the senior quarterback. That time I agree with you, Neil. I thought that was going to be another botched snap, but the senior quarterback picked it up, able to pick up 9, get the ball all the way down to the Racer 5.
That is just an extra weapon that he has. Pretty good passer. He has thrown 6 picks, but his legs gets him out of a lot of trouble. He's quite elusive. We go into the 13-minute mark of the second quarter. SEMO knocking on the door, trying to take their first lead of the day. Snyder from shotgun, looks right, throws right. It is caught for the touchdown, and Southeast Missouri takes the lead on the catch by Adrian Smith with 12:48 to go.
Got an out route there by the Southeast Missouri receiver. Snyder puts it on the money. Gives the Redhawks their first lead of the game, 9-7, as their kicker comes on and try to tack on the extra point.
McCrum hasn't missed this season, so he'll try to make it a 10-7 game. Holding for him, Tyler Manning has it, plants it. Here's the kick on the way, and it's good. 12:48 to go in the second quarter. SEMO is on top of the Racers, 10-7. Back after this on the Racers Sports Network. Handles the kickoff duties as well. He has it teed up. The Redhawks have grabbed the lead. Let's see how the Racers respond. McCrum with the boot. This one is going to be taken 3 yards deep in the end zone and will be kneed there by Holiday. The Racers will bring it out on the touchback with 12:48 left in the half.
You know, you had to like that choice. Again, the last 2 drives by the Racers, one started at the 1, one started at the 4. This time the Racers are actually going to have fairly good field position for what they've dealt with today. So let's see what K.D. Humphreys and his offense. Again, the first drive of the ball game for the Racers, outstanding. 4 plays resulting in their lone touchdown of the day. So now they take possession at the 25. Let's see if they can get back in rhythm.
Humphreys on the season has been good, 68% passer, but only 50% so far today. Stretch right side. It's going to be cut back right tackle. Pokey Harris nowhere to go. Going to pick up a yard on the play. 2 defenders in there to bring him down. Bledsoe and help from Eric Moore. 2nd and 9 for the Racers as the ball pushes out to the 26-yard line. Twins right and left. Swing pass goes to Davis. Tried to make the first man miss, but the guy came back to get him as he got to the 25. And that's going to, they may move that stick backwards. Tim Hambay is going to be a 1-yard loss on the pass. He's the National Defensive Player of the Week. 5 pass breakups last week. 3rd and 10 Racers. Humphreys in the pocket. Lofts the long one downfield. Caught at the 50, 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. And he's gone for the touchdown. Janowski Davis, 75 yards.
Great job there by K.D. Seeing Davis on the basic corner route. Lost it up there, runs underneath it. Nobody's going to catch him, Neil. Great throw, great catch. Big time giving the Racers the 13-10 lead. 11:58 left in the second quarter.
For Janowski Davis, his 6th touchdown catch of the season. And for K.D. Humphreys, that is his 7th touchdown pass. Carson Byer on to hold for Carson Greifenkamp. The Racers are on top by 3, and Greifenkamp make it 4. There's the snap, the hold, and the kick is on the way and good. With 11:58 to go in the second quarter. 14-10 Racers. Back after this on the Racers Sports Network. Davis and Lloyd are back deep for Southeast Missouri as Greifenkamp tees it up. The Racers back on top. Josh mentioned earlier these teams play close games more often than not. Today appears to be no exception. This is a very short kick that hits at the 19, and it's fumbled, but Southeast Missouri is going to be able to get it. neither of the players who were down there got it, but someone looked back, saw the ball, and slid in there and picked up the ball.
Now, you mentioned in the first quarter the kicking issues that Southeast Missouri had. Maybe that wind's a little bit stronger at field level than we thought it is.
Could
be. But that ball definitely died up there and hit the ground. I thought the Racers were going to have a chance to jump on it. Unfortunately, the Red Hawks do pounce on it, but they will start this drive at the 20-yard line. Again, field position being key, but let's see if the Racers can come out, make a big stop, and see where we go from here.
Yardage-wise, the Racers 176 to 125 advantage, but Southeast Missouri, they've given up the yards at times this year, but they've had the knack of making big plays when they need to, and that's the reason they've come out with wins more often than not. Racers show blitz with Haynes. They don't do it. Handoff goes up the middle. It's going to end up being about, second and third effort, about a 9-yard gain on the play for Southeast Missouri. They just couldn't bring him down.
They had him stacked up around the line of scrimmage. There was a little bit mix-up between Snyder and the running back, but lo and behold, the pile kept moving. Second and 1 for the Red Hawks.
Michael Jackson with the carry that time. Got 4 or 5 Racers eventually bringing him down. I'm not sure if they brought him down or just so much weight on his legs they eventually gave out from under it. Jackson will stand to the left of the quarterback, Snyder, who works out of shotgun on a 2nd and 1 play. This is a shot where you maybe like to go deep if you see a chance. Snap back to Snyder. He'll throw left side. Poorly thrown ball intended for Spencer Davis. It's incomplete.
That was a nice job there out there by Sanders. Again, probably thinking the same thing we were. Second short. A lot of teams like to take that chance. Just simply backed off of the receiver, forced him to run an out route, and Snyder underthrew it. Going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
Clock stopped at 11:05. 4-point Racer lead. Southeast Missouri now needing to pick up first down to keep from giving it back. Davis and Lloyd are split wide right. Adrian Davis split wide left. It's the keeper, and I don't know that he got it. It's going to be close as he punched it close to the 30-yard line. Knows the ball needs to be beyond that. And the official said, yes, it is.
One of the few times on this afternoon that Snyder goes up under center. I don't think anybody in the stands was surprised by that play call, but he just barely got enough to give the Red Hawks another first down.
Nose of the football had to breach the 30, and about 3/4 of the football is beyond the 30. Didn't get it by much, but that's not a lot to ask a team to get you when you have a quarterback like Snyder. He's really good. They'll go out of a pistol set this time. Jackson will dot it. Twins left. Handoff to Jackson. He stretches left side. Perry Cooper missed him, but forced him out of bounds after, a 5-yard gain.
Forced down on the play by number 45.
Cooper did force him out there, but again, Cooper's wearing that big cast on that right arm of his. Again, they had that hand-to-wrist injury, but did force him out of bounds, unable to grab cloth, but again, going to bring up a 2nd and 5.
Twins right, single wide out to the left. Again, they'll work pistol. Snyder and Jackson. Racers jump a little. And we get a flag. I think a Racer jumped, and then a SEMO player moved, and he can't do it. It cost him 5 yards.
I think you're right, Neil. The officials gather there around the line of scrimmage. They'll see what the final call is, but I think you're right. Should be a false start. Snap infraction there.
Oh, we heard that last week.
On the center. There we go. Absolutely. Snapping. You don't see that very often. Maybe he wiggled it a little bit or something because the umpire made the call, but that's going to push them back, bring up instead of a 2nd and 5, brings up a 2nd and 10.
Racers in overtime thought they had pushed it to a second overtime with a fumble, but a flag was lying on the field and a snap infraction had been called. It's the option to the left side. Snyder keeps it, gets beyond the 35 to the 38. He'll pick up about 8 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down. Anthony Hayes with the stop.
Little speed option there to the boundary. The SEMO pulls that out, and again, nice job of the Racers about running responsibility, but it does pick up a gain of 7 as Snyder simply kept it. Going to bring up a 3rd and 3.
9:38 remaining. We're in the second quarter. The Racers going on top on a Janowski Davis 75-yard touchdown grab from K.D. Humphreys. They're on top. Southeast Missouri, 23rd ranked nationally, cracking the rankings this past week for the first time this season. They got a wing to the right, single wide out to the left. They send the man in motion. Snyder with the toss left side. It goes to the running back for the first down. He's going to end up getting about 7 yards on the play out to the 45. Jackson with the carry.
I can't tell if Snyder is audible to that, but again, the same play, speed option to the boundary, running towards the Southeast Missouri sideline. Picked up 7 on the play before, and that time picked up plenty of yards to give Southeast Missouri a 1st and 10. We have a official's timeout here. We have an injured racer right at midfield.
Twins right. It'll be a pistol set. They set a wing off to the left side behind the tight end. Low snap again. Snyder picks it up. Handoff goes to Jackson. Turns the corner at the 50, 45, 40. And pushed out of bounds near the 35-yard line of the Racers. But a big run and another first down for Southeast Missouri before Bernard Thomas chased him down.
You mentioned Jackson. He has not been able to play. He's been banged up and on the injured reserve. But again, nice run there by the 190-pound junior from Louisville, Kentucky. Picking up a host of yards there. Going to bring up a 1st and 10 with the ball on the Racer 35.
They officially marked it as a 20-yard gain. Jackson now up to 49 yards on 8 carries. 8:14 and ticking, a 14-10 Murray State lead. But Southeast Missouri with the ball at the Racer 35-yard line. Pistol set again. Jackson is still in as the running back. Play action fake. Snyder looks downfield. Unloads the deep ball, and it hits a Racer in the back of the head, and that'll be incomplete. I think it was DeQuinton Spraggins who got hit in the back of the head with the ball.
Southeast Missouri just simply ran a post route and actually had him beat, but a nice play there by the Racer defense to knock it down. And like you said, hit him right in the back. But going to bring up a 2nd and 10. The Redhawks decided to take a chance there, take a shot towards the end zone. It does fall incomplete. But it does bring up a 2nd and 10. Ball still on the 35 of the Racers.
Clock stopped with under 8 minutes remaining in the first half. Twins to the left, single wide out to the right. And again, it'll be a pistol set with Snyder at quarterback. Play action fake again. Is he going to throw the deep ball? He throws. It is tipped in the air, and it falls incomplete. Good double coverage that time for the Racers.
Really nice coverage, and I thought that time the ball was tipped into the air, and I thought DeQuinton Spraggins for the Racers may have a chance to intercept it. It does fall incomplete. Southeast Missouri decides to take 2 chances there on 1st and 2nd down, throwing the ball down the field. So it does now bring up a 3rd and 10, and the Racers have had some success today in 3rd down situations.
For your Racer defense.
They have to get another stop here to potentially get the ball back. It'll all depend on what sort of situation SEMO finds themselves in. This time again, a shotgun set. Twins to the right side. Snyder has Floyd coming around, fakes the handoff to him on the end around. Snyder keeps it, takes it inside the 30 to the 29. He'll pick up 5 or 6 on the play, but 4 yards shy of a first down before being tackled by Sean Samuels Connell.
We'll see what Coach decides to do. We talked about their kicker earlier, and this is well within his range, I believe, as they are going to bring him on here. Ball resting on the 29. Ball will be kicked from the 36, making it a 46-yard attempt.
He's kicked one from 55 and another 50-plus, so it's definitely in his range. Here's the kick. Definitely has the range, but it's no good this time. So it's off to the left, 7:11 to go. The Racers hold. They'll get the ball with 7:11 remaining in the second quarter, leading 14-10.
Great stand by the Racer defense. Again, coming out, answering the call. Southeast Missouri decided to take 2 shots down the field on 1st and 2nd down. Brought in their kicker, had plenty of leg, like you mentioned, Neil. Again, that was had much more distance than it needed, but it did go wide left. Here come the Racer offense. Last drive, 3 plays, 75-yard drive, resulted in a touchdown. Let's see what the Racers can put together here as they do take possession on their own 30-yard line.
Humphreys, the quarterback, 7 of 12, 114 yards passing, takes the ball, looks left, throws across the middle, and it's juggled. And please tell me that hit the ground. I believe it did. It's incomplete. Boy, that was close to being a dangerous interception.
The one interception the Racers have on today was because of a tip, and right then ball's tipping around, defenders everywhere, but it does fall harmlessly to the turf.
They'll bring up 2nd and 10. Humphreys again from shotgun. They're going to switch Holiday from the right to the left side. They'll go Twins to the left and right. Snap back, play action fake, throw right side. It is incomplete, and they're going to have a flag on the play. It was defended by Southeast Missouri and Reggie Jennings, but he may be guilty of a foul.
I think he got there a little bit early on that one, Neil. We're going to see the call. But Humphrey stayed in the pocket there, took a shot there after he let the ball go, but it looks like it's going to be pass interference as the officials are huddling there to discuss it. Would bring up a first down. We'll see what the official call here as the referee prepares to let us know.
You're listening to
on the defense, number 32. Eligible receiver downfield. On the offense, number 53. Those penalties
So these are offset. It's an eligible plus pass interference, so it's a do-over.
At this time,
Second and 10 from the 30.
1979 Racer football team meet on the third
Offsetting
floor
penalties there. I
concourse.
didn't see the other flag for the ineligible downfield. Maybe it was a one flag. Maybe a hat came off. I didn't see it. But second and 10.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. Stretch play right side goes to Holiday, short side of the field. He gets out of bounds at around the 30-yard line. He'll pick up about 5, but it'll bring up 3rd and 5. On the tackle that time was Davis for SEMO.
The Racers wasting no time as they're going to come back with twins each side. 3rd and 5.
Holiday to the left of Humphreys. Gets the ball again. Off tackle right side. Swims past a man. Falls forward as he's rocked at the 40, but forward to the 41, and that's enough for a Racer first down in a 6-yard gain.
Same play, stretch play to the right, and the Racers line up quickly.
Twins left and right. It's Holiday again. I don't know. It looked like he was tired there. I don't know that anybody tackled him. It just looked like, man, I'm beat. I'm going to get 6 yards and fall here.
Denver Johnson seems to be in the building today. We're going to stomp that mud hole dry. Same play, 3 plays in a row. Same formation. Let's see if they call it again.
But as long as he gets him 5 every time, it doesn't matter. This time a new player in there, Pokey Harris. He's going to pick up about 3 on the play. I think they recognized Holiday maybe needed a blow.
I think he did. Again, able to get him out. But again, going to bring up a gain of about 4. Going to bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Racers. Ball on the 48, just almost to midfield, and they line up quickly. Same formation, twins each side.
John Slaney of that last tackle. It's a swing pass right side, caught by Harris behind the line. Second effort. He is not going to get the first down. Stopped just behind the 50. He needed about 1.5 yards more. Ron Davis kept him from getting it.
Really nice open field tackle. They're really attacking that left side of the Red Hawk defense. Does bring up a 4th and about 1.5. And Coach Hatcher will decide to punt the football away.
I know there's that temptation, but I mean, you're up by 4. If you kick and hold, I can't blame him.
Absolutely. Defense is playing well. Again, if you're playing well at this point, let's go ahead and kick it away. 5:36 left in the quarter before half.
Bogard hopes to accept the ball at the 36. He does. He gets it away. It's an awful punt beyond belief. I don't know where they're going to mark it. It hits out of bounds somewhere beyond the 35-yard line. And we'll see where the markup's going to be on this. They're going to call it at the 40.
At the 40, Neil.
So that will be an 11-yard punt.
You know, hindsight's 20/20, but you just have to sit there and think, Coach Hatcher, that was not in the plan to change field position. We talked about, you know, the wind at field level. Maybe that was the cause, but 11-yard punt. Going to give the Red Hawks a ball at their own 40-yard line, only changing field position by 11 yards.
Coach was joking Monday at the press conference. He said, if I start going for it on 4th down, you're going to know why. Well, when you get an 11-yard punt, you can kind of understand it.
Absolutely.
1st and 10. Let's see if SEMO can take advantage of the poor punt by the Racers. Hand off. A little wraparound up front. Goes to McFerrin, who's across the 45 out to the 48. He'll pick up about 8 on the play. Plenty of time for the Red Hawks. 5:14. Oh, look who's here. The man. Mike Mahoney's going to be my halftime guest. So I'm going to talk to Mike here at halftime. And a lot of good Racer things we're going to be able to talk about.
Not very much. How you doing, Coach?
All right, they'll work from a shotgun set again. Wide out to the right, single wide out to the left. Snyder barks his signals. A little bit of a low snap again. That's been an issue today. The handoff goes to McFerrin. Dives across the 50. He's going to pick up 3 on the play. It'll be enough for a first down on the 3-yard gain.
Looks like Southeast Missouri has decided to continue to do the same play back-to-back. There's the result in a first down. Ball's on the Racer 49, 1st and 10, 4:33 left in the second quarter.
Spencer Davis wide to the left. They have Adrian Davis wide to the right. Snyder looks to the sideline, gets his play. This time again, they'll work out of shotgun. To his left, it'll be McFerrin. Racers look like they're going to play it straight up here. 4:14 remaining in the second quarter. They'll bring a man in motion. That's Lloyd. A low snap again. They flip it to Lloyd. He evades one defender, but he's going to go down at the 49. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. Felton Collins the tackle.
Got to love team defense, and that's just what we're getting from the Racers today. Nice job of containing the running back, forcing him back in, and Felton Collins playing with great effort, chases him down the line of scrimmage. Get a tackle for a loss. Going to bring up a 2nd and 12 for the Red Hawks.
Adrian Davis will go wide out to the left side, and Spencer Davis this time will go to the right. They get the play from the sideline. They'll work from shotgun. Once again, it's McFerrin in at running back. He'll stand to the left of Snyder. Tight end set up to the right side. Snap back, play action fake. Snyder wants to throw that deep ball again. He's got Lloyd open, catches at the 27. Gets yak yardage down to the 20 before he's taken down. But a big play and a gain of about 29 yards to Quentin Spraggins with the tackle.
Redhawks have had a lot of success there, Neil, just simply run the post route back into the middle of the field, right behind the linebackers. Again, Snyder able to pick up another big gain. Going to get the ball down to the 21, 1st and 10, Redhawks.
3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. The Redhawks unconcerned about the time at this point. They're not really worried about whether there's any time left if they can get into the end zone. They're going to send Lloyd wide to the right. Adrian Davis wide to the left. McFerrin to the right side of Snyder, who works again out of shotgun. Snap back. Snyder throws left side. Caught at the 15 and out of bounds there. Davis is pushed out by Kadarius Sanders, but a decent gain on the play, and the clock stops with 2:50 to go. The ball will be at the 13.
Snyder, the senior quarterback, First South Missouri, seems very content to work that one-on-one game on the backside with Sanders, our cornerback over there. Sanders playing about 8 yards off the line of scrimmage. And again, they're willing to take that little out route, that time picking up a gain of 8, bringing up a 2nd and 2.
2 minutes and 30 seconds as the clock ticks. Play clock down to 10. Snyder again works from shotgun. He'll bark the signals with McFerrin to his right. Stuffs it in his gut and instead keeps it himself. Turns right side across the 10, tripped up and out of bounds at around the 8-yard line. It's enough for a first down. Spraggins with the tackle, but with 2:14 remaining in the half, it's 1st and goal, SEMO from the 7.
We talked about the success the Redhawks have had this season. Came into the game of 20 for 24. I think they're 22 of 26. The Racer defense really needs to come up with a big stop here. Like you said, just at the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. Racers have now clinging to that 14-10 lead. Need to find a way to keep that Redhawk offense out of the end zone.
Wins to the left side and a single wide out to the right. Pistol set for Snyder. Snap back. Snyder hands to McFerrin. Swallowed up. Are they going to take him down? Yes. He was in the air for a moment, but they brought him down. Going to be a loss of 3 or 4 on the play. Zach Dean, the first man there.
Nice job there, Dean, coming from that backside defensive end position. Great effort. Saw the handoff, read it down, made it, came up with a big tackle for loss. About a loss of 3 or 4 on the play. Pushes the Redhawks back to the 11th. Going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Let's see what Coach Terrell and his coaching staff dial up here.
Play clock down at 16. 1:13 remaining in the half. Southeast Missouri, should they need to, they do have 2 timeouts remaining. And they may need to at some point. Shotgun set once again. Snyder, play action fake, rolls to his right, throws right corner of the end zone. It is incomplete. Had he turned around, I think he would have had it, Josh.
I think we had a Racer defender. I thought he had a chance at coming up with that intersection, which would have been huge. But it does fall incomplete, bringing up a 3rd and goal. 55.8 left in the half. We'll see what Southeast Missouri decides to do here. You mentioned they have a few timeouts. They actually have 2 left. Let's see what the Racers can do. Holding them to a field goal here is a win for the Racers, as they do take, will be receiving the kickoff to start the second half.
So probably 1 crack at the touchdown, and then they likely will settle for a field goal. Pistol set this time. McFerrin in as the pistol package at running back, and a timeout's going to be taken for Southeast Missouri. So they'll talk about it. While they do, we will tell you that for great food, delicious appetizers, and your favorite beverages, it's Murray's Big Apple Cafe, the place to go before the game, after the game, or to watch the game. It's the Big Apple Cafe. Check out weekly trivia, live entertainment, and remember to try the famous bean roll at the Big Apple Cafe on Arcadia, your Monday night home for Haycoach. What's the strategy here, Josh, for SEMO?
Well, you got to think they're going to take some type of chance here at the end zone. You know, you Coach Hatcher, if I was playing against the Racers and the Racers were offense, I'd be looking for some type of trickery. The Racers are so well known for, but you would think they'd make some type of attempt here. Again, they do not have to get into the end zone. This is only third down, so again, they come up with some type of crossing route underneath, and they also have that very important timeout still left as they have one on the half. But let's see what Coach decides to do. As a defense, again, you're talking about keeping people in front of you. We'll see if Coach Terrell locks down man coverage to prevent the pass and see if he dials up some pressure so Snyder doesn't have all day to sit back there and think about it.
So the situation, 55.8 left in the half. The Racers up 4. Southeast Missouri with one timeout left. They've just taken one. They'll come out of the timeout with 3rd and goal from the 11. And they're going to go with an empty set. Trips right, Twins left. And Snyder works out a shotgun with that empty backfield. And now I think the Racers are going to take a timeout, and they will talk about it. So that gives them a chance to talk about it. At halftime here, we're going to, of course, have the crowning of the King and Queen, and we'll try to get that information to you a little bit later on whenever that happens. Also, the 1979 championship team is going to be honored, the football championship. Earlier, they honored the 89 volleyball team, who was the champions of the OVC. Oscar Segovia, the head coach of that team. Racer Reds, now Racer Baseball, was honored earlier. And it's really a good day when you see all the university community come together. And football, of course, the centerpiece of all that.
Have to love homecoming, Neil. Again, the opportunity to come and just talk with alumni guys you haven't seen in years. Again, you talk about Tent City, the atmosphere that Murray State puts on during homecoming weekend. Such a great time. Despite the cool temperatures, again, a pretty good turnout today for the football game, and I know it's a great opportunity to catch up and reminisce. Neil, as we look at this situation, 3rd and goal, the Red Hawks stepped out just a moment in a no-back set. Defensively, you have to be thinking, well, do I lock man and bring pressure? Do I play it safe? Again, Snyder being a very, very dangerous runner, you have to account for his ability to run the football. And let's see if the Red Hawks come out and play the same situation. It does appear that they're going to go with the no-back set. Let's see what Coach Terrell and his defense draws up here.
Yeah, exactly the same. Trips right, Twins left. And Snyder will work out a shotgun with an empty backfield. Let's see what the Racers do pressure-wise. I don't see anything coming. Snap back, they throw. It is incomplete. Looking for a flag. You do not see one. The Racers hold, and that means Southeast Missouri with the decision to either go for it or try to pick up 3.
Looks like they're going to pick up 3, but great coverage there by Sanders. They run a basic slant route on the backside. Nice job of breaking on the football, breaking up the pass. And it looks like the Red Hawks are going to come up, try to close the lead here. 14-10 right now. Racers 52.7 left before half.
Ryan McCrum, 8 for 8 on the season. Manny, the holder, spots it. There's the kick. It has the distance, and that one's good. With 50 seconds remaining in the second quarter, Southeast Missouri puts points on the board, but the Racers still lead 14-13. Back with the Red Hawks kickoff after this on the Racer Sports Network. So they're not going to go to a knee. They'll see what happens with a running play, and it's not going to go far. It looks like the turf monster jumped up and tackled Pokey Harris after he picked up about 2.
Pokey Harris on the
they decided not to intentionally go to the knee, but it kind of worked out that way anyway.
Yeah, in fact, they said his knee went down pretty much at the line of scrimmage, so we're going to call that no gain. 29 seconds remaining. Neither team using the timeout. Racers do have 2. SEMO has 1. We're down to 20 on the play clock. The Racers don't seem in a lot of hurry here. It looks like if something good happens, that's fine, and if it doesn't, then that's okay too. And getting that ball in the second half, I'm sure, factors a long way into that. Racers will have to snap it at least once. Stretch play right side. That's going to be Harris. He's got a big hole across the 42, but time will run out, and the Racers will take a lead to the dressing room at halftime. Murray State 14, 23rd ranked Southeast Missouri 13. Coming up, we'll have your Murray Electric stat summary. Check the Racer Network scoreboard. But next, a special halftime guest. Mike Mahoney will join me, and we'll talk about a lot of great times in Racer football history after this on the Racer Sports Network. We're set for the kickoff. McCrum has it teed off back deep for the Racers. It is Pokey Harris. He's on the far hash. And Marcus Holliday on the near hash mark. We are set for third quarter action. Here is the kick. It's not a good one. In fact, it's going to hit out of bounds, so that'll draw a penalty flag as it goes out of bounds at the 14-yard line. So the Racers will get pretty good field position here to start.
Looks like Coach Hatcher's just simply going to take the penalty. But like you said, good field position. The Racers have been able to run the football fairly effectively. And you look at what Marcus Holliday, 7 carries for 61 yards. Pokey Harris, 4 for 22. And K.D. Humphreys has 2 carries for 11. So, overall you're looking at a pretty good at running attack for the Racers. 94 yards on 13 carries in the first half. Let's see if they go back to, that one drive they continue to run off tackle to the right. Let's see if they stick on the ground because they have had some big gains in the first half.
So the Racers will take it at the 35-yard line following the penalty. Play action fake. Humphreys throws right side. Caught at the 40. Then out of bounds at around the 42 by Navarre Griffin. A gain of 7 before Davis pushed him out. To make it 6.
Nice little play action. Going to bring up a 2nd and 5. A lot of good plays for 2nd and 5. Keep the chains moving. I've always said never go broke making a profit.
Snap back. K.D. Humphreys looks left side. He's flushed out of the pocket. He'll run. Has the first down, a little more out near the 48-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 8 on the play. Bledsoe with the stop.
Really proud Humphreys decided not to throw that. We had 2 offensive linemen downfield. I thought they thought it was going to be a screen, but that would have been an eligible receiver downfield.
Snap back. Humphreys, another play action fake. Throws left side. Blackburn catches. Tries to pull away from the man who had him around the ankle. He gets to the 50. It'll be a 2-yard gain. Coley just wouldn't give up and dragged him down.
One thing you see the Racer offense is using the entire field, making the Southeast Missouri defense run sideline to sideline, possibly wearing them down as well.
Gave him forward progress, so 3 instead of 2. 2-step drop. Humphreys is going to throw the deep ball downfield, and it's incomplete. Just beyond the outstretched fingers of Rice.
What a great play call. Little play action. Had Rice on the post, just overthrew him. Rice had a great effort extending his entire body trying to make the catch, but it does fall incomplete, bringing up a 3rd down and 7.
It would have been a bundle because he had to dive. It wouldn't have been a touchdown. In the pocket, Humphreys lofts. It is caught out across the 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown. Navarre Griffin with the grab and the score.
Really nice job there by K.D. Humphreys leading his receiver. Another post route, but what a great job by Griffin blocking off the defender, catching it, broke a tackle. Next thing you know, he's in the end zone. Great way to start the second half. The Racers jumping out to a 20-13 lead.
Second catch of the day, second touchdown of the season for Griffin as well. And this time a 49-yard strike from K.D. Humphreys, and it's 20-13. Greifenkamp on for the point after. Little bit high on the snap, but it's up and good. And it's 21-13 Murray State. Back after this on the Racer Sports Network.
You mentioned his second touchdown, I think, of the season. And again, that was a 5-play, 65-yard drive capped off by that 49-yard touchdown pass from Humphreys to Griffin.
Ham Bay on the near hash mark, and here is the kick by Greifenkamp. This is going to be fielded at the 1 by Davis. He's across the 10, 15, that's Lloyd actually, across the 25 out to the 31-yard line. Lloyd with the return, and the tackle by Travis Taylor.
Nice job by the Racers special teams there. Again, giving a little bit more than Coach Hatcher, I'm sure, wanted, but again, bringing him to the ground. Ball will start, like you said, on the 32 of the Red Hawks. Let's see what the Racer defense, you see some enthusiasm, some motivation, some high fives. Let's see what the Racer D can put together here as the Red Hawks take their first possession of the second half.
1st and 10 for the Red Hawks. Snyder, the quarterback. And it'll be DeMichael Jackson in at running back, and the shotgun set. Twins to the right. They hand it to Jackson. Jackson, nice spin move to pick up 3, maybe 4 yards on the play. Tackled by Travis Taylor.
We've mentioned that DeMichael Jackson has been injured throughout the season. I've seen a couple times where he and Snyder don't seem to be on exactly the same page. Almost some pull and give as Snyder's trying to read that backside defensive end, not allowing Jackson to get going, and that's just fine with me.
Second down and 7. Twins right, single wide out to the left. This time they'll go with the pistol formation as Snyder barks the signals. DeMichael Jackson is the running back in this pistol set. Racers flirt with a little blitz up the middle. They're not going to bring it. It'll be the speed option to the left side, and it'll be close to a first down as Snyder ran to the stick and tried to get the first down. St. Pierre and Nihilus with the tackle.
A couple series in the first half where the Red Hawks utilized that speed option to the boundary. That time, same thing. Again, it's so rural area. So you see Travis Taylor running with the pitch man there. And again, someone's got to pick up the quarterback. That time, Schneider easily picks up the first down. They're going to get the ball down to their own 42, 1st and 10.
Josh mentioned this. We didn't see Jonathan Jackson on the tackles list. And I've been looking. I don't see him out there. And I don't know if he's played. I don't know if we have a participation list or what. But I know this. I don't see him out there right now. Leading tackler for the Racers. Twins right, single wide out to the left. Little misdirection to the left side. Good job countering by DeMichael Jackson, who's going to pick up about 4 on the play. Flag down.
We do have a flag in the area of holding. The umpire did toss it once the Red Hawk running back cut back, so we'll see what the play is. Could be very, very important, as he did pick up about 6 on the play.
You nailed it, Josh. The 10-yard hold penalty will work against Southeast Missouri. 12:39 to go. They've had some issues just from the get-go with snapping problems. They've had a bunch of low snaps. They had one bad punt. The Racers did sort of make them pay for that one, but the Racers up 21-13. The thing you have to be concerned about, they're the highest scoring team in the OVC in the fourth quarter with 60 points. Nobody's put up more.
And you have to be aware of that for sure. And again, the thing that's kind of biting the Red Hawks is similar to what the Racers faced last week at Tech.
Some mistakes, and here's one here. So it's going to be 1st down and 19. Snap back to Snyder. Wants to throw. Stays in the pocket. Throws left side. Has his man. Boy, he made 2 Racers miss, and then a third. He's across the 45-40. Down to the 39-yard line. An amazing play for Spencer Davis before Anthony Hayes finally chased him down.
Kudos to that young man. You talked about him having 3 Racers missed. That was an excellent effort by that guy from, I mean, he was absolutely making plays there. What a great play by that young man.
And that second and third effort in breaking tackles gets them all the way down into Racer territory. 1st and 10 at the 39. The Racers lead 21-13, hoping to pull off an upset of the 23rd ranked Seahawks. A lot of realigning as the instructions come in from the sideline. They're getting short on time, down to 4 on the play clock. Snyder from shotgun, low snap again. He's going to hand it off, and they're going to get nothing here, maybe a yard or 2, as Jackson gets no more. Zach Dean with the stop.
One thing you have to be impressed with Zach Dean today, doing a great job of not only taking on his blocker, but coming off and making plays. What a great job there he did. But again, just stood up that offensive tackle, reached across, and made a great play. He is doing some outstanding work from his defensive end position.
That'll make it 2nd down and 8. The ball resting at the Racer 37-yard line. A cloudy day with a little bit of light rain and drizzle, but it hasn't been the rain fest that we were fearing earlier in the week. Twins to the right, Twins to the left. Snyder has the ball, looks right side, floats it, caught by Davis across the 35 out to the 30-yard line. He'll pick up about 7 or 8 yards on the play. Nihilus with the stop.
You mentioned the fact of Jackson not being seen. I can't find him on the sideline either, and you're talking about your leading tackler. I don't believe he's played today, and I don't believe he's even suited up for the Racers.
Well, if that's the case, that makes what the defense has done even more amazing. I know we've seen a Nihilus in there more than we have all season, as he was in on the first play, picking up the first tackle of the game. This is going to be quarterback sneak called by Snyder. It appears that he has it, picking up a couple of yards down near the 28.
And he does. He picks it up, going to bring up a 1st down.
And he's a little hobbled. Looks like he turned an ankle. I don't know that he sprained it, but he's hopping around. Nick Snack, a junior, Central Michigan transfer, so a bowl division player. That should tell you enough about him that he was good enough to go there. Twins to the left side. Nick Snack has it. Good snap to him. Looks to throw the deep ball. Has a man open, but it's way out of bounds. There was a little bit of bumping, but by the time that ball came down, it was well beyond the white boundary.
It was head towards the track. Obviously, the coaching staff for Southeast Missouri not afraid to bring Nick Nax in and let him throw it. You said, oh, but here comes Snyder after one play back in the ball game, bringing up a 2nd and 10. Snyder back at the helm.
Kid's got a good arm. A little too much on that one, but let's see what the 2nd down play is. It just looked like a turned ankle for Snyder. And now we see a flag fly. That's going to be a procedure penalty, I believe, against SEMO.
You have to like the way that things are going right now for the Racers. Going to bring up a 2nd and 15. And I love the excitement that I'm seeing on the Racer sideline. You're seeing the players excited, hopping around.
For your Racer defense.
You got to like that. Coach is getting fired up. Let's go Racer D.
That is 5 penalties for SEMO. The Racers guilty of only 2 so far today. 9:47 to go in the third quarter. SEMO has it 2nd and 15. Trailing the Racers 21-13. The ball on the 34-yard line. From shotgun, Snyder with a 2-step drop. Throws. It is incomplete. Intended for Lloyd. Racers happy that they've held him. It'll bring up 3rd and 15.
Great call. Perry Cooper, the senior linebacker for UNLV, comes in and lays a big hit on Snyder right before he could release it, forcing him to throw the ball early. Does fall incomplete, bringing up a 3rd and 15 for the Red Hawks.
I saw Lloyd turn around with his hands out. I don't think he was looking for a penalty. I think he was thinking the ball should have came at a different spot is what I'm thinking there, Josh.
I think that's what he was trying to say, but Snyder didn't have time to deliver it any later than he did. Just tried to get the ball loose, and just right before Cooper was there to put the hit on it.
3rd down at 15. They'll go twins to the left side, wide out to the right, pistol formation. This is a handoff and a stretch play to DeMichael Jackson. He goes off tackle down to the 26. He's going to pick up about 8, but it's going to be well shy of the first down. Marcus Feria with the stop, and once again the field goal unit will have to come in.
The Southeast Missouri coaching staff, you notice, feels very comfortable with this kicker, and you've talked about his stats all day long. Has had a very, very good year, but right now the ball is going to be, let's see, at the 26. Going to snap it back to the 33, so it'll be a 43-yard attempt for Southeast Missouri.
He's made 2 today. Hasn't missed this season. This one has the distance, and it's no good. Well, he did miss earlier today as well, so now he's missed 2 today. And the Racers hold once again, Josh, and that's big, keeping them off the scoreboard.
Huge.
Racers have trips to the left, single wide out to the right. K.D. Humphreys looks, fires left side, intended for Griffin, but it's going to be underthrown, might have been tipped.
One thing the Racer offense has done since halftime is really spread the field. You see KD throwing from one hash to the other there. It does fall incomplete. I think he was tipped. But again, really stretching this Southeast Missouri defense sideline to sideline.
Twins left and right. Humphreys will throw right side. An attempting grab. It was a thrown high. Navarre Griffin tried to drag it down, just couldn't. And it's incomplete again.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 10. Now, the Racers did have a lot of success earlier on that 75-yard touchdown pass back in the first half on 3rd and 10. Let's see what the Racers can dial up here. 3rd and 10, ball still on the 26.
11 of 19 now for Humphreys. A triangle of receivers to the right. 2-step drop by Humphreys. Pump fake short, and it's incomplete. Intended for Harness. Right off his thigh, out of bounds. The guy couldn't miss one last week, caught 19. Didn't catch that one.
And the Racer defense comes up with a big stop. The Racer offense comes up 3 and out. Not sure how much time was off the clock. I know it wasn't very much, but it is going to force the Racers to punt the football away. Zach Bogard, the redshirt freshman, comes in. He's standing at his own 13-yard line.
Good snap to Bogard. Ooh, it looked like he mishandled it a little bit. A floating short punt is going to be caught at the 41-yard line, and that's where they will take over. Realigned for Southeast Missouri as they bring 2 from the left to the right side of the line on the tight end. Comes right side off tackle, and not much there, about a yard or so, as the Racer defense continues to stack them up. That's going to be about a 1-yard gain for Jackson.
One thing you have to love there, Travis Taylor, one of the outstanding linebackers for the Racers, saw isolation to his side, absolutely blew up the fullback from Southeast Missouri, then came off and made the tackle. You've got to love that. If you're a football fan, you love that type of play. Great job there by Travis Taylor.
The official call will be 2nd and 8 for Southeast Missouri. Coleman, the tight end, on the right side. They'll go twins left. Out of a shotgun set, a wide out to the right. That's Spencer Davis. Snyder barks the signal, hands it off to McFerrin. He's across the 45, down near the 47. He'll pick up 4 on the play. St. Pierre and Nihilus with the tackle.
Going to bring up a 3rd and about 4.
That will bring up 3rd down and 4 for Southeast Missouri State.
Big play here for the Racer D.
It certainly is. Pistol formation. Snyder barks signals. Twins right, wide out to the left. McFerrin in at running back on this big 3rd down play. Now Snyder Takes a couple of steps towards his offensive line. Says something. Comes back to the pistol set. Has the ball. Hands it off to McFerrin. Off tackle right side. Snuffed at the 50. Not going to be enough for the first down, but he'll pick up 3, and it'll be 4th and 1. Annihilus with another stop.
And the Southeast Missouri coaching staff wasting no time, sending in 2 more running backs. Looks like 2 fullbacks and maybe a tight end coming into the game. Right here at midfield, big play, 4th and 1 for the Red Hawks.
They're lining up as if they're going to go for it here at midfield. 6:57 and ticking, a 21-13 Racer lead. And SEMO with a running back at each side. Now they're going to realign, and looks like they're going to try the sneak. Nope, it's going to be the toss to McFerrin. They try to stand him up, and he didn't get it. He had to get beyond the 50 inside the 49, and he didn't. And the Racers will get great field position.
Gotta love it, Neil. They come out, do some try to trickery, a quick shift, and the Racer defense absolutely hit the running back right in the mouth. Going to bring up a 1st and 10 at midfield for the Racers. Big play for the Racer defense. They continue to play well on this homecoming afternoon.
They have been terrific every time they really needed to be today, and a big stop that time. That does wonders for confidence the next time they take the field.
They have to be playing with confidence. I mean, just the way they played today, of only giving up 13 points to this point and coming out and making big plays on 4th down, 3rd and long. Great job by the Racer defense. Now the Racer offense must come out and execute, move the chains, and let's put some more points on the board.
Twins right and left. Humphreys, stretch play right side, goes to Holiday, tries to knife his way in between the tackle and the guard. He's going to end up across the 45 down to, looks like the 44. It's going to get 6.
Gain of 6 on 1st down. That's a really nice job. Bring up a 2nd and 4. A lot of good plays for 2nd and 4.
Holiday in motion right side. They pump fake to him. Humphreys in big trouble. Throws a crazy pass. Are they going to call this a lateral or an incomplete? It's going to be a lateral, and that's going to be a big loss on the play. That was a bad decision by K.D. Humphreys. Only really bad one he's made today.
Out of bounds.
One of the few bad decisions he's made on the year, but that one's going to cost the Racers about 10 yards. It was a 2nd and 4. Now the Racers are faced with a 3rd and 16. A lot of good plays for 2nd and 4, not as many for 3rd and 16.
No kidding. Snap back to Humphreys. Let's see if he can bail himself out of it. Throws left side. It's incomplete, intended for Harness, who still doesn't have a grab today after a record-setting 19 last week. And very quickly it flips over to 4. The good news is the Racers got it at midfield, so if they can get a decent punt here, it won't be that bad.
Field position is going to be key as this ball game looks like it's going to turn into one. 21-13, 6:01 left in the 3rd quarter. 4th and 16 for the Racers. Bogart on to punt the ball away.
They got close to getting one earlier. Let's hope they don't get closer this time. Snap back. Bogart, they got him. Is this? No, they said the ball was tipped, so there is no roughing the kicker. And this is going to go out of bounds at the 44. And Snyder barks the signals. Out of shotgun. Looks downfield. He's going to throw that deep ball, and it is incomplete. No flags seen, so it'll bring up 2nd and 10. They keep chugging it downfield. They're going to try to hit one as the day goes on for sure.
They keep trying to find the Racers in that too high safety look, and when they do, they're trying to split them with some type of post route. They've had some success on that earlier. That time really took a shot down the field. It does fall incomplete as the Racer safeties were able to converge and knock the ball away. 2nd and 10 for the Red Hawks.
Adrian Davis at 6'3" has a height advantage on those guys deep in the secondary, and they're trying to get that one-on-one coverage if they can. So far, the Racers have done well. Snap back to Snyder. Here comes the blitz, but he gets it away just in time. The ball juggled but picked up at the 45. Then a nice hit out of bounds. Out, but it's going to be a 1st down, I believe, at the 46. Sean Samuels Connell with the hit, and it is a 1st down. Well, that's what I thought I saw. Yes, it is. Okay. 1st down. It just took a moment for them to move the markers.
Michael Jackson there just on a flare pattern, picked up a 1st down.
That'll bring up the 1st down play here at the Racer 46-yard line. Twins right, Twins left. Racers led 14-13 at the half. They scored on their initial possession of the 1st half. Snap back to Snyder. It's the option. Then this play is whistle dead. Illegal procedure is going to be the call against SEMO.
78. Offense.
They have killed themselves today with these penalties.
They really have. And the one thing I've noticed with that speed option, they're always running it to Snyder's left, something that you don't often see. They can continue to run it that direction. But again, we'll take that penalty going from a 1st and 10 to a 1st and 15.
On the OVC Network scoreboard, it's gotten interesting at Hale Stadium in Nashville. Jacksonville State now up only 27-20 over TSU with 7:44 left in the game. Single wide out to the right, Twins left. Shotgun formation. Play action fake. Pass goes left side, caught by Lloyd. He's across the 45, stays on his feet all the way to the 40. So he'll pick up 10 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Travis Taylor the tackle.
Nice open field tackle there by Travis Taylor, able to break down and bring him down, but not before a gain of about 11 yards.
Again, you continue to wonder, the defense has played well, but that time of possession heavily on SEMO's side, will that take its toll late in the game? Trips right, single wide out to the left. Again, a shotgun set for Snyder. Jackson in there, coming back off an injury, his first action since getting injured in the Kansas game. Snyder is ready. Two-step drop. Looks to throw deep again, throws left side, it's caught, missed tackle, out across the 30, 25, 20, and down to the 18-yard line. That turned out to be a lot more than it actually should have been. Darius Darden-Box with the catch before Anthony Hayes took him down.
Just a simple crossing pattern there, bringing a receiver right about 3 yards from the line of scrimmage. Snyder just steps up and dumps it. Like you said, a missed tackle by the Racers, allowing the Red Hawks to pick up a huge chunk of yardage, bring up a 1st and 10, ball on the Racer 18.
Trips right, single wide out to the left. They'll go with a pistol formation this time. Jackson still in at running back. Snyder the quarterback. Inside the 4-minute mark of the third quarter, the Racers still up by 8. SEMO now in the Racer red zone. Pass to the right side, caught by Lloyd, but he goes down immediately. It looks like line of scrimmage and nothing else. Samuels Connell to stop.
We'll go from missing a tackle on the last play to a really nice open field tackle. Just a quick screen by the Red Hawks, got the ball out. But nice job by the Racers of breaking down and bringing the ball carrier down for a no gain.
2nd and 10 from the 18-yard line for the Red Hawks. They have had trouble getting touchdowns today. They have a couple of field goals. They have a couple of missed field goals. Twins left, single wide out to the right. Again from shotgun, it's Snyder. Has it, looks left. He wants to run it himself. Goes off tackle right side. And they drag him all the way down to the 11-yard line. So he got a big chunk of it before Anthony Hayes took him down.
Snyder comes in at 6'1", 209. Again, he carried some defenders with him on that one. A nice run by the senior quarterback, bringing up a 3rd and 3 for the Red Hawks.
They'll mark the ball near the 12-yard line. Racers needing to come up with another stop here to force them to perhaps a field goal attempt. They're going to go Twins right, single wide out to the left. They'll work from shotgun formation. Jackson stands to the left of Snyder. Tight end sets to the left side. Man in motion is Lloyd. They'll fake the pass to him. Snyder keeps it, goes right up the middle, into the end zone for the score. And it is an 11-yard touchdown, 21-19.
Brought a receiver in motion, faked the jet sweep to the wide side of the field. Snyder just faked it and then replaced. Snyder staying on the field here. Again, 21-19, 2-point lead. It looks like the SEMO is going to attempt to tie it up here with a 2-point conversion.
That is exactly what it appears to be. Sometimes these things can come back to get you, but if you get it, it doesn't. They're going to go with a max protect shotgun set, and there's a lot of confusion here as Snyder has to physically pick up his man into an offset eye, and they're going to snap it back. That may have been what it was all along. It goes into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Josh, I think we were snowed all along. I don't think there was any confusion.
A little bit of acting out there, maybe an Oscar winning, but I agree with you. I think that whole moving of the running back was, again, to draw them all side. A direct snap to the running back, run off left tackle, get into the end zone for a successful 2-point conversion. With 2:07 left in the third quarter, we're all tied up. Murray State 21, Southeast Missouri 21.
Back with the kickoff after this on the Racer Sports Network. 7 remaining in the third quarter. Here is the kick after the SEMO score and 2-point conversion to tie the knee in the end zone by Pokey Harris. Now it's time for the Racers to get something done offensively, Josh, with the game tied.
Really going to take the Racer offense, getting in some rhythm. They've been kind of full throttle, have been unable to convert. Again, they took the opening drive of the second half and were able to walk away with points, but now 21-21. You're really looking at a time here where you've got to start moving the ball. You've got to pick up some first downs on the game so far. First downs, only 9 for Murray State, 18 for Southeast Missouri. And not only to get the ball moving, not only to change field position and hopefully score, but also to give that Racer defense a little breather.
Triangle of receivers to the right side. Humphreys in the pocket, flushed out. They grab him, drag him down at the 25-yard line. No gain on the play. Sanders with the stop.
That time KD was under pressure, unable to see that receiver that slipped right open over the center box, but unfortunately brought down for a loss of 1.
Shipley in the slot on the right side. Play action fake left. Caught by Griffin. Big day for him. He's across the 35 out to the 36-yard line. That's where the knee goes down, but that's enough for a first down. Bledsoe the tackle.
And that game is
just what the Racers needed. A throw, a catch, pickup of 11, move the chains. Here we go.
Minute 34 in the quarter as they get it set. Snap back to Humphreys. Looks, throws the deep ball, and we're going to have flags flying everywhere as Harness was trying to break. It looks like maybe a holding against SEMO.
Neil, I think you're right on target there. He's trying to get past the defender, and again, all of a sudden he just stops. I think it was basically a wrestling match going on, and with the ball in the air, you cannot do that.
The officials will huddle as we get the official call, but it appears it's going to be something along that line.
Holding. Defense, number 32. Holding the eligible receiver.
So the holding against Reggie Jennings will give the Racers a first down with a minute 24 to go.
2 consecutive first downs, Neil, just what the Racers needed.
Puts the ball on the 10-yard penalty at their own 46. Right side, they come left. It's Janowski Davis, bubble screen, and he is grabbed and corralled. That's going to be a face mask, I believe, though. And I think they're going to get 15 more. Travis Sanders got him, but I think he got him on the mask.
He did, and there for a minute I didn't see the flag come in, but that Racer receiver was jerked down by his face mask. Personal foul. 15 more. And again, not malicious by the Southeast Missouri defender, just reached out and that's what he grabbed. But again, another gain of 15 yards, going to put the Racers into Red Hawk territory. It's going to bring the ball all the way, should bring it inside the 40-yard line.
So another penalty for Southeast Missouri as they continue to rack those up. That's their 8th now for 87 yards. I don't believe they've had that one total in there, and they do not. 8 for 87 for SEMO. Twins left, Twins right. In fact, it may be more than that. I don't think they had the previous one in there either. Handoff goes left side, off tackle for about 4 yards on the play. Not much more on the run by Pokey Harris.
Going to bring up a 2nd and 6, but one thing you have to like about the Racer offense this drive is they're moving forward. The penalties have obviously been beneficial, but the chains continue to move, bringing up a 2nd and 6. Let's keep moving that ball forward. Let's keep getting a profit. We never go broke.
47 seconds and ticking in the third quarter. Humphreys has it out of shotgun, throws. He's got a man open, Blackburn. He's at the 15, taken down at the 10. First and 10 Racers near the 10, but a flag on the play back at the 40.
And if it was on the snap, it's going to have to be a hold, but we're going to see what the call is. Blackburn, nice job there on the seam route. Simply got past his linebacker, turned around. Nice job of Katie delivering the ball on time. But let's see what the flag is going to be.
Well, according to K.D. Humphreys, he's pointing the other way. It may be the only 2 things you get there is holding or roughing the passer. And it is. Roughing the passer, blow to the head. The mic was cutting out, but that's going to be a 15-yard penalty there.
Personal foul.
Well, of course it won't be. They'll have the result of the play at the 10 or at the 11s where that's going to be, then go half the distance,
half
I guess,
the distance,
Josh.
Absolutely. And you're going to look now, it's going to be 1st and goal
As they're
going to move the ball all the way down to the SEMO 5.5-yard line. With a great drive. It's been aided by penalties, but we'll take it. 1st and goal for the Racers.
Trips left, empty backfield for K.D. Humphreys. Has the ball. Looks for the floater into the far corner. Caught for the touchdown. Racers in the far corner of the end zone. It's a score for Murray State. DeQuavius Walker with the catch.
You know, the 6'1", 186-pound freshman from Macon, Georgia, goes up for the jump ball and brings it down. Huge drive by the Racer offense, putting the Racers up 27-21 with just over 28 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Greifenkamp on for the point after. Trying to make it a 7-point lead. Carson fire ready. Here's the snap. There's the kick. It's on the way. Count it. 28 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The Racers up 28-21. Back after this on the Racers Sports Network.
Back to Stewart Stadium. Just 28.2 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The Racers take the lead 28-21 on a touchdown pass from Humphreys. What a great job there. That drive aided us by a few penalties against Southeast Missouri, but a great response by the Racer offense, giving them the lead 28-21 right here at the end of the 3rd quarter.
Greifenkamp on to kick. And he is ready. Here's the approach. And the kick. Sidewinder is going to be taken at the 6-yard line. Lloyd across the 10. Far hash, 15, 20, 25, 30. Still on his feet. 35, 40, 45, 50. And dragged down finally at the Racer 38-yard line. Paul Rice finally chased him down, but that's been an area where the Racers just the last couple of games have had some problems.
All the way back to the Jacksonville State game with the kickoff return there right before halftime for them. The Racer defense now find themselves in a situation. They just took the lead. 18 seconds, just over 18 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. But Southeast Missouri now starts this possession on the Racer 38-yard line.
Josh, they now have those penalties updated. 9 penalties, 88 yards for SEMO, just 2 for the Racers.
Wow, you know Coach Two cannot be pleased with that. Again, probably came in the game, probably one of the fewest penalized teams in the OVC today. 9, like you said, 9 penalties for 88 yards.
Pistol set. They'll go twins left. Snyder hands to McFerrin. Off tackle left side. He is planted at the 35-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 3 on the play. 2 Racers in there. Spraggins with some help from Perry Cooper. Yeah, Murray 2nd in fewest penalties in the league. SEMO 3rd in the league.
Wow.
But that'll bring the curtain down on the 3rd quarter. The Racers lead SEMO 28-21 as we head to the 4th. Back in a minute on the Racer Sports Network.
And welcome back. Homecoming weekend here at Murray State. The Racers 28-21 over Southeast Missouri as we start the 4th quarter. 4th quarter is going to be the deciding factor as Southeast Missouri is the leading team in the OVC in scoring in the 4th quarter.
Little reverse on the end around it. Flipped to Lloyd, and Lloyd bumped out of bounds near the 30. I don't believe he has enough for the 1st down. Looks like about a 5-yard pickup on the play.
You're right, Neil. Not going to be enough for the 1st down. Going to bring up a 3rd and 2. They're going to stay in that pistol look.
McFerrin will be the running back in this formation. Snyder barks the signals, turns to the sideline, has twins to the right. That's his top 2 receivers, Lloyd and Spencer Davis to the right. Remember, Paul McRoberts, their All-American candidate receiver, out with a broken foot. He'll be out for a while longer. Pass right side. It is caught by Lloyd. Shakes a man. He's across the 20, 15, and down to the Racer 10-yard line for a 1st down. Anthony Hayes tackled it.
3rd and 2. Southeast Missouri going to pick up a gain of 20 on a basic flat route to the receiver. Snyder just connects with him, breaks the tackle. Going to be 1st and goal on the Racer 10.
And remember, all of this was set up on the nifty kickoff return for Southeast Missouri. They'll put them in this position. They'll go twins right, single wide out the left from pistol. It goes to DeMichael Jackson. He gets stuffed at the 10. Not much there, so I don't know if they'll even move the stick. I think they'll move it about 6 inches forward.
Doug McWhorter on the stop.
Racer defensive front, including the defensive line and the linebackers, continue to do a nice job containing this running attack for Southeast Missouri. They've carried the ball 41 times, but only for 100 66 yards. So great effort by the front 7 of the Racers.
Twins left, single wide out to the right. Snyder again barks the signals with DeMichael Jackson into his left, out of shotgun. Two-step drop. Snyder floats left side. It is caught for the touchdown. Lloyd with the catch, and SEMO with a chance to tie with 13:22 left in the game.
What a great throw by Snyder out there. Man-to-man coverage, just ran a basic out route, put it in this perfect spot. There's good coverage by the Racers secondary, but it does bring the Red Hawks into a 1 extra point away from tying the game up.
Not a miss this season so far for McCrum. Ryan McCrum came into today 22 of 22, and he boots this one through. So his perfect record is still there. And with 13:22 left, we're tied at 28.
McCrum on to tack on the extra point. Here we go, all tied up in the fourth quarter. Like I said, 13:22 left in the contest.
These teams play close ones more often than not, and today does not look like it's going to be an exception to that rule. Josh had pointed it out earlier. 3 straight games decided by a touchdown or less, including the triple OT game in Cape last year. This one's going to be taken at the 1-yard line. Brought out. Harris across the 25, out across the 30 to the 32. That's a pretty good return of 31 yards. Darden box on the stop.
Last drive for the Racers, they ended in a touchdown. Did have several penalties against Southeast Missouri, but again, that's what it's going to take on this drive. Right now, time of possession, Southeast Missouri 35-54 compared to the Racers 10-44. So a drive here that ends in points, especially a touchdown, will go a long way in helping the Racers, but also sometimes let that Racer defense catch their breath.
Trips right. Paul Rice splits out to the left side. Quick hitter goes to Harness. First catch of the day across the 39, planted at the 40, but that's going to be an 8-yard pickup. Davis with the tackle.
Racers continue with the up-tempo. You see the Southeast Missouri defense struggling to get lined up before the snap.
Hand off left side goes to Holiday. Backs his way down for the first down to his own 48-yard line. Gopher Garrett the tackle.
You see the tempo of the Racer offense starting to take its toll on the Red Hawk defense. They're barely lining up before KD snaps it.
Trips right side. Hand off again. Holiday. Not much there. He's going to get into SEMO territory near the 48. Looks like a gain of 3 there before he's brought down by Garrett. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Racers. Humphreys hands it again to Holiday to the 45-yard line. That'll gain 3 more, but it'll leave the Racers 3rd and 4. Garrett, his 3rd straight tackle.
Number 43, Roper Garrett.
Racers exchange receivers here, go with more of a tight set.
Darian Bradley checks into the ball game. He'll set a wing off to the right side. Humphreys fakes the handoff, fakes it again to Harness, keeps it himself, and I don't know. He gets down to the 39. I don't know if he has the first down. You're closer, Josh. What do you think?
It's going to be close. Going to really depend on the spot here. The line judge on our side is going to say first down. So the referee agrees. It was very close, but first down Racer. Little fake reverse there on that play. A little pitch here. KD does keep it and does pick up the first down. Ball now on the Red Hawk 41.
Big conversion there. Not by much, but it doesn't have to be by much. Fresh set of downs. Twins to the right as Humphreys barks the signals. Twins to the left. 2-step drop. Humphreys looks to throw. Still looking. Throws the short one. It is incomplete. It was in and out of the hands of Holiday, but he couldn't hang on.
For that last snap, Coach Stewart on the sideline was hopping him down, like something that he saw and was unable to make it. It looked like a double move out here by their outside receiver, but that incomplete pass brings up a 2nd and 10.
Twins right and left. Holiday still in at running back. Play action fake. Throw right side, and the receiver, Griffin, went to his knee at the 35. It'll pick up 6 yards, but leave the Racers with 3rd and 4.
A big 3rd and 4. Like you said, the drive continues to move. Ball on the 35. Trips to the boundary. Let's see what happens.
Snap back. Humphreys wants to throw that deep ball, and it is intercepted, but it was intercepted out of bounds. So it will simply go as an incomplete pass. and leave the Racers with fourth down and 4. And the way the punting is gone, I got to believe you got to go for it here.
You really do. The ball's on the 35. If you punt the ball away and it is a touchback, I think Coach Hatcher's going to roll the dice here and go for it. We'll see what Coach Stewart and his staff calls up, but I don't think there's any inclination of punting this football.
That's exactly going to be the call. 4th and 4. Racers need to get 4 yards for a fresh set of downs. Twins right, Twins left. Holiday in as the running back. Stands to the left of K.D. Humphreys, and is the ball snapped? The timeout taken by SEMO. Out of the timeout by SEMO. Let's see what the Racers do. Same set for them. It is K.D. Humphreys hit, loses the ball. SEMO will pick it up. Not that it matters. It was 4th down anyway. And the Red Hawks will take over at the 41-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 6 yards on the play, but it's something the Red Hawks have done all year, Josh. Then that's come up with a big play.
And that big play by number 43, Rupert Garrett, the 6'1", 234-pound sophomore from Farmington, Missouri, able to come back and put a big hit on KD, coughs it up. Like you said, it was going to be a turnover on downs anyway, but a big hit by the sophomore. Now the Racer defense has to come out and answer. And again, we talked about momentum. Not only is it a turnover on downs, but you see the Red Hawk sideline, the excitement back on there. The Racer D has got to answer the call.
They certainly do. And let's see if that time of possession that we've been worried about begins to take its toll here. Pistol formation for the Red Hawks. They snap quick this time. To Michael Jackson, off tackle right side. He's across midfield, still on his feet to the 45, and a 14-yard gain before Sanders tackles him.
We mentioned when we started the fourth quarter, the Red Hawks being the #1 scoring offense in the OVC in the fourth quarter. Started awful fresh on that play. Again, looking for a wide open hole, bringing up a 1st and 10, ball on the Racer 45.
Red Hawks taking their time, getting the play in from the sideline. They, as most teams do, use the no-huddle offense, at least most of them that we see. Twins to the right. They'll go with a pistol formation. Man in motion to the far side. A handoff again to Michael Jackson. Jackson to the 42-yard line before he's pushed back, so he picks up about 3 yards on the play. That'll keep the clock running at 10:15 in the fourth.
You mentioned a lot of teams have gone to the no-huddle, but there are those discrepancies between the amount of time it takes between plays. You see the Red Hawks in no hurry, using the majority of the play clock to get things lined up. You know, a team that prides themselves in the fourth quarter scoring, take advantage of ticking the clock down and then getting the play off. 18 seconds left on the play clock, and Schneider and his offensive teammates in no hurry to snap the football.
They'll go Twins left. They have a wing to the right. And a pistol formation this time for Schneider. On 2nd down, the handoff again goes to Jackson. Off tackle left side, inside the 40, down to the 38. He'll gain 3 on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd down for the Red Hawks. And remember, they have McCrum, who can kick him from 55 yards out. Joey Chikoria with the tackle.
When you have a kicker like McCrum, Coach Tuke and his coaching staff have got to be comfortable with running the football, putting him in a position to make it. Probably a little bit out of his range at this point, but it is a 3rd and 3.
Snyder barks the signals. His day so far, 16 of 24, 229 yards and a pair of touchdowns, and he's also ran the ball 15 times for 67 yards. But Jackson, the leading ground gainer with 87, he stands to the right. It's a play-action fake. They'll throw left side. It is complete to the 32 as the player collapses there, but Adrian Davis with the catch gets enough for the 1st down.
3rd and 3, basically ran a 5-yard hitch route. Schneider connects with him. Like you said, when he caught it, he just collapsed right where he was, but the gain of 5 is enough for the 1st down for the Red Hawks.
From the 33-yard line, Southeast Missouri with what they hope will be a drive that will at least put them ahead by 3 or 7. Twins right. Single wide out to the left. Their only lead came at 10-7. It's been brief. Murray State has led most of this game. 23rd rated Red Hawks. It's a high snap, pulled down by Snyder. Handoff goes to Jackson, who's across the 30 down to the 25. An 8-yard gain on the play. Hayes with the stop. And right now they're really rolling it down the Racers.
They really are, and you see Jackson continue to get stronger and stronger as the game goes on. Again, came into the contest, not even listed on the depth chart, became, again, a key component that was banged up early in the season. but he has definitely taken his share of the runs today. You mentioned earlier that was his 17th carry, and he's accumulated 95 yards for an average of 5.6 yards a carry.
Second down and 2 as we're under the 8-minute mark of a tie game at Stewart Stadium. Twins to the right, single wide out to the left. Snyder keeps it this time. He's going to try to stretch it left side and gets down to the 20. That'll be a 5-yard gain and enough for the first down. Spraggins with the stop.
Right there, Snyder just running zone read. A nice job by our defensive end to sit on it. Unfortunately, Snyder's able to beat him to the corner and picks up a first down. Ball's on the 20. First and 10, Redhawks.
Again, the Racers have had issues stopping teams in the red zone. They'll go wide to the left, Twins to the right side. And it'll be a pistol formation. Snyder barks the signals. Jackson gets the carry. Off tackle, right side. Has the carry for 4 yards out to the 16 on first down. Chicoria with the tackle.
A very methodical drive here put together by Southeast Missouri. Basically running off tackle, running zone option the opposite way with Snyder. Very content to move the football in small chunks. The clock continues to tick away. Just under 7 minutes left in the ball game. 2nd and 7. Again, SEMO is in no hurry. Like you said, they have the very consistent kicker. That's well within his range. And Snyder feels very confident in moving the football in small chunks, moving closer and closer to the end zone.
SEMO 5 of 5 in red zone chances today. The Racers do not have a red zone stop all season long. It's a keeper. They faked the end around with Lloyd. Snyder kept it. He's across the 15, down near the 12. A 5-yard pickup. Taylor with the tackle.
3rd and 2. Really a big stop here by the Racer D. Going to come up with some type of blitz. You have to imagine they're going to keep it on the ground, either with Snyder or Jackson.
6:08 to go.
3rd down and 2.
As the light rain falls. Hasn't been bad today. It's been cool, misty at times, but not a terrible rainy day. Twins right, wide out to the left on this big 3rd down play. It's the keeper by Snyder. Moves the pile to near the 10. Let's see what the officials say. I don't think they got it.
I agree with you, Neil. I don't think they did either. We're going to see where the spot is, but if the line judge is correct, he's going to be about half a yard short.
That's the call. Now, here, I'm sure they are confident they could get the first down, but it's a chip shot for the lead. But they're not bringing the kicker on, Josh.
Doesn't even look like they're going to consider it. They're going to bring in an extra fullback. A lot of things can go wrong here for an offense, and I hope one of them does, whether it be a botch snap or, again, a big stand by the Racer D. But here we go, 4th and inches on the Racer 10.
An eye set. Snyder will hand it off, and it will be the first down inside the 10. A 1-yard carry that time by Jackson. He didn't get much, didn't need much. Picked up 1, and it's 1st and goal inside the 10.
And Coach Tuke did not even hesitate on that 4th down play. But like you said, 1st and goal now. The Racers are going to have to find a way, again, force a field goal attempt, come up with a big turnover, whatever we have to do, as the clock is now under the 5-minute mark. Again, we're all tied up here, 28-28 in the 4th quarter, 4:50 remaining in the contest.
Good news, no matter what happens, the Racers will get the ball back with a chance to tie no matter what. Snap back. Hand off right side. Going to be about a 2-yard gain on the play by Jackson. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. 2nd and goal from the 8. A lot of Racers in on that tackle. Been a terrific game today. Back and forth. They took the lead once, but they've been right on the Racers' heels. The Racers would push the lead out. They tied it. The Racers went back on top. SEMO came back to tie, and now they're looking to take their 2nd lead of the day on this drive. 4:07 and ticking. 11 on the play clock. And again, they'll go with a pistol set. Jackson and Snyder in the backfield. Snyder has the ball. It's the option. Tosses. And the runner slid down at the 7. I don't think he got anything. Jackson will get no gain on the play.
Great job of playing that speed option. They ran the speed option to their sideline. Again, this time, in the last quarter, it was to the left. They refused to run it towards the Racer sideline. but extremely well played by the Racer defense. Had quarterback responsibility, had a linebacker, strong safety flying to the pitch. Well played by the Racer D. 3rd and goal, ball resting just outside the 7-yard line.
Look to the sideline. The play clock's at 10. This may be one where they're going to, I don't know, I thought they may take a timeout. They're down to 4 seconds, 3. They're going to have to snap it quick. They do. Snyder looks to the end zone, going to give it a crack. He got a man wide open. Touchdown as he hits Adrian Davis on 3rd and goal to 7, and he got himself wide open.
He did. Had a little double move there, a little out and up. Davis found himself wide open. Snyder finds him. More importantly, it's going to give the Red Hawks their second lead of the contest, 34-28. 3:09 left in the game.
Chance for the point after, and again, McCrum hasn't missed this season. He's been perfect. A little bit of a high snap. Here's the kick. It's good. 3:09 left in the game. 35-28. SEMO back on top. Back after this on the Racer Sports Network.
And welcome back as the rain starts to pick up a little bit. 3:09 left here in the game. Southeast Missouri takes their second lead of the contest, 35-28. As the last driving into the 7-yard touchdown pass from Snyder to Davis. The Racers now are receiving the kickoff. Got to find an answer and put some points on the board.
Bit of a squib type kick. Going to be taken by one of the upbacks at the 20, 25, 30, and 35. And it is Moore with the tackle, and on the run was Lamont Crittenden. So there the Racers have it. They have 3:05. They have all their timeouts if they need to use one at any point. And all they got to do is score to have a chance to tie or maybe win in the rain.
Oh, no, Neil.
What do you got?
I got a player for the Racers out there jawing. It's going to cost us 15.
Oh, that's bad.
Number 20, Murray State, 15 yards. First down.
Travis Taylor. That's going to hurt bad.
Absolutely. I don't think it was Taylor. I think he said 40. I think it was 20.
Okay.
But yeah, you're talking had the ball, you're down a touchdown, and continued to mouth. The referee was standing right beside him. It didn't take him long to reach in and throw the flag. Holy moly, Neil! You know Coach Hatcher has got to be livid. You got the ball on the 35. Now all of a sudden you're back on the 20. You're down by a touchdown. You can't have things like that.
It's only the 3rd penalty, but it is a costly penalty. So the Racers will take over on the 20. It's a handoff. Stretch right side, and good second effort there for Pokey Harris. He's going to end up picking up about 8 yards on the play. So the Racers, they just kind of have to erase that and go from here. They can't really worry about the penalty now that it's done. 2nd down and 2. 2:43 to go. Left side. Big hole, but it closes quickly, but not before he picked up a first down. Harris is going to pick up 9 yards on the play. Ron Davis with the stop.
This is where the tempo of the Racers that they implement is really beneficial. Picked up a game, first down, clock's not moving. They're ready to snap the ball.
They have it at the 38-yard line. Another handoff, and they had to cut back. It's going to go nowhere here, and that's going to keep the clock rolling on a 1-yard gain this time for Harris, 2nd and 9.
Harris again on the carry.
Twins right, Twins left. Southeast Missouri leading 35-28. Play action fake. Throw right side. Caught by Griffin. Gets what he can. Steps out of bounds in SEMO territory at the 49. But that's a first down. There is a flag on the play back at the 45.
Really heads up play there by Griffin. Able to get what he can and then step out of bounds. The clock is one of the enemies now for the Racers. Let's see what the flag is.
Well, it's usually 2 things. It's roughing the passer, I think, is what we're going to have. Yep. Usually too deep for a hole back there when it's just the quarterback. And so the favor has been returned for Southeast Missouri.
And you know that's true, Neil. Again, I can't help but think if you didn't have the first 15, then you'd have 15 more. But right now the Racers in good field position on the SEMO 34, but 2:09 left in the 4th quarter. Referee gets set. First down, Racers.
Racers do have all their timeouts, but right now that isn't a factor. Snap back, that's going to be the handoff. It's going to be Harris. He's across the 25. He's down to the 24. He's going to pick up close to a first down on the play. It is a first down. Moore the tackle.
Not only a first down, but they have to reset the chains. But they're going to go ahead and snap it. Here we go.
Snap back, stretch play right side. Turning the corner, not much there. A little push out at about the 21. Gain of 4 on the play by Harris, and Davis the tackle.
Again, going out of bounds, even more important. Again, 2nd down and 5, 2nd down and 6. Just at the Southeast Missouri 20-yard line.
1:53 to go. 35-28. The Racers have the ball. Handoff goes to Harris. Left side, not much there, down to about the 17-yard line. Will leave the Racers with a 3rd and 2. Garrett with the tackle.
The Racers do have all 3 timeouts as the clock is now at 1:38. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Have to convert.
Twins left, Twins right. It's a handoff again. This time Holiday, he is tripped up. He didn't get the first down, though, only a couple of yards, I believe. Garrett the stop.
Going to bring up a 4th and 2. Clock still ticking. Coach Hatcher and his staff do have all 3 timeouts. 1:15. Clock is moving.
But it won't matter if they don't pick up the first down or the touchdown here. They need 3 yards, a little over 2 actually, and we're going to get a timeout. The Racers are going to take it as they have to be sure to get this one. But they can go a long way to securing it if they get a stop. Handoff, stretch play left side. It will be the first down. They're going to push him back, but not before he got down to the 14-yard line. And that stops the clock with 58.7 to go. They move the sticks.
Big first down. Real powerful run there. Going to bring up a 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the Southeast Missouri 13-yard line. The Racers can get a first down, and before they get a touchdown, with 51 seconds left.
Snap back. Humphreys throws, end zone, touchdown! DeMar Griffin with 46 seconds to go. No flags on the play, and it's a 1-point game.
What a great call by Coach Stewart. Little fake screen out here to the right side. The linebacker bit it, and all of a sudden there you see Griffin right down the seam, wide open. Good throw, good catch. But that ever-elusive extra point, 34-35, got to connect on it. Only 46.6 seconds left in regulation.
The Racers are not going to go for 2. They are going to go for 1. At least that's what they'll show here. Carson Beyer, Carson Greifenkamp. They set up shop for the tie. Here's the kick. It's on the way. We are tied with 47 seconds left. 35 all. Back after this on the Racer Sports Network. 5 touchdown passes for Humphreys and now 112 yards receiving for Griffin. Here is the kick. It'll be fielded at the 4-yard line. Lloyd across the 10, 15. There's a flag on the play as he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Likely he'll lose some of that. Cedric Jones with the tackle with 41 seconds remaining.
Flag on the play. You have to think it's some type of block in the back, some type of hole where the spot is. Flag is at the SEMO 17. And we do have a block in the back.
Jacksonville State, by the way, they hold on and beat Tennessee State 27-20. And I know in the pregame I said I just couldn't see Eastern Illinois going to Eastern Kentucky and coming away with a win. They may not, but they're up 16-2, 8:52 left in the second quarter.
Wow. But that penalty there, again, from a spot, is going to put the ball all the way back on the Southeast Missouri 8-yard line.
Wow.
41 seconds left, tie 35-35. If you're a Southeast Missouri coach here, do you take the knee and go into overtime? I mean, the rain is starting to pick up. Conditions are not favorable, or do you take a chance to come down and make a play?
Yeah, I think that penalty probably cost them that chance. If it's me, I'm just going to go ahead and take my shot in overtime, Josh.
I agree with you, Neil.
I think the odds are just stacked against them, but we shall see.
We'll take another bad snap here.
Here is the snap. They'll fake the handoff to Lloyd. Snyder tries to stretch it right side. And he does stay in bounds as he gets to the 14. He'll get 5 yards on the play. 31 seconds. The Racers, they're going to take a timeout, and we are set to go. On 2nd down and 5. Snap back. Snyder wants to keep it again. Tries to go to the outside. Down at the 19-yard line. He stays in bounds. That forces the Racers to use a second timeout. 26.2 to go. But did he get the first down? And he did, and that wrecks the Racers' timeout strategy there. Cedric Jones with the tackle.
I think the Racers went ahead and they're not going to call one now that they did pick up the first down, and it looks like the Red Hawks are going to be very content to let the clock run out as the play clock and the down and the official time are very, very close.
That's the reason they weren't taking a knee. There were still the Racers 3 timeouts on the board, so they had to run a couple of plays. And they may run one. I'm just going to take the knee, and officially they'll spot the ball, and the final second will run out, and that's what happens. So we have accomplished nothing in terms of determining a winner. 35 all the score. We will take a break and set you up for overtime right after this on the Racer Sports Network.
35-35, first overtime, 1st and 10 for the Racer offense.
Katie Humphreys has been on a pretty good roll today. They're going to go run and play right out of the gate, and this will not go for much, maybe a yard at the most, and that's it on Pokey Harris's run. Katie 18-31, 261 yards, not a lot of yards, but 5 touchdown passes. They give him a yard, it'll be 2nd down and 9. There's no time. You just get 4 downs to get 10, and you eventually have to score or turn it over or end on downs. Humphreys in the pocket, throws, he has it inside the 2, and it's a catch. Is that Navarre Griffin again? It is. 1st and goal at the 2 for the Racers.
Big-time players make big-time plays, Neil, and that is a big-time play. A diving catch by Griffin, going to get the ball all the way down to the 2-yard line. The Racers are substituting here. Katie's not very happy, but 1st and goal, ball inside the 2. Here we go. Great catch by Griffin.
Yeah, they place it. Actually, it looks closer to the 1, doesn't it, Josh?
It does.
So I think we'll call that 1st and goal at the 1. Humphreys is going to go in motion. It's a direct snap and a dive in. I don't think the runner got in there. That's Roman Clay's first carry of the day. I don't think he made it.
I don't think he did. Going to bring up a 2nd down, but the ball was on the 1. Now it's inside the 1. Is like you said, Humphreys went into motion, snapped the ball to Clay, who doesn't take several SEMO defenders with him, but he does not cross the goal line. 2nd and goal for the Racers.
Racers are going to bring in an extra back in this situation. That's Gary and Bradley. Shotgun set, hand off, and there's going to be a loss of a yard or 2 on the play as Pokey Harris was hit immediately and spun down at the 2. Maybe the 3.
Going to be back on the 3, Neil. 3rd and goal on the 3.
Yeah, his knee went down at the 3. He tried to dive and push the ball back up to the 2, but they're not going to give that to him. So now 3rd and goal from the 3. Humphreys, right side, lobs right side, has his man, incomplete, out of bounds.
Incomplete, out of bounds. Going to bring up a 4th down. Being on the first, having the ball first in overtime, you have to kick the field goal here, because if not, when the other team takes possession, all they would have to do is kick one to win it. And we know the quality of kicker that Southeast Missouri has on their sidelines. So Reifenkamp coming in, it's going to be basically an extra point because the ball is on the 3-yard line.
Wow, that looks so promising. 1st and goal at the 1, and Southeast Missouri stuffed them 3 times. Reifenkamp, pressure kick here. It's on the way, basically an extra point, and it is good. 38-35 Racers as we head to the bottom of the overtime, I guess. Southeast Missouri has it. Snyder's gone the distance at quarterback, except for one play. Left with a little bit of an ankle turn, came right back in. Handoff goes right side. DeMichael Jackson muscles his way to about the 22. He'll pick up about 3 on the play.
You mentioned, Neil, a turnover here does end the game. A touchdown does as well. 2nd and 7.
Anilis with it stops. St. Pierre Anilis has had a really good day today. We would assume he's been in there in place of Jonathan Jackson, who we haven't located today. Haven't had anything official given to us. We'll try to find out post-game. Empty backfield this time. 2-step drop for Snyder. He throws. Is it a catch or not? Incomplete. Short hop to Lloyd, and it'll be 3rd down and 8.
3rd and 8.
3rd down.
Lloyd trying to beg for the call, but the official right there said nope. Trapped.
Here we go, Neil. 3rd down and 7.
If they get a stop here, that will force Southeast Missouri to try a pressure field goal. But Southeast Missouri, the thing they've done that's got them in the top 25. They made big plays. They rallied to make the Kansas game close, stifled a bit by Southern Illinois. Now we're going to get a timeout taken by Southeast Missouri, so they'll take time to talk about it. Down 38-35 in the first overtime. Next week the Racers will play at Austin Peay. Will it be a chance to go for back-to-back wins? We shall find out. This has been a fun game. I tell you, every time these teams get together, even last year in basketball, Josh, we go over there and go to overtime in that game as well.
You know, one thing that Coach Hatcher said in his pregame interview was that he's got a good football team. You're talking, this is the number 23 team in the country that we're playing against today, and the Racers are nip and tuck with them. You know, last week was kind of a hiccup again, but you talk about the guys, or the teams that the Racers that played this year, they're playing them well. You know, this time it comes down to finding a way to win, and let's see if the Racers can do that today.
Racers, the record a bit deceptive. 2 losses to bowl division teams, a loss to the 8th-ranked team in the nation, and now they're up on the 23rd-ranked team in the nation in overtime by 3. So 3rd and 7 for Southeast Missouri at the Racer 22. Wide out to the right, Twins to the left. Snyder, quarterback. The Racers bring the center blitz. They're after him, and they take him down to the 36-yard line. St. Pierre annihilates it.
What a great play by that young man. Came on the blitz. Not only does it a huge play, that's going to take him all the way back to the 36-yard line. Neil, I know he's got a strong leg, but you're not talking, you're going wind to your back, almost to your side. Little moisture out there today. Huge play by the Racer defense. Going to force. Ball is on the 35, going to be snapped to the 42. A 52-yard field goal to see if we continue to play football.
He is hit from 55, so it's in his range. There's the snap. There's the kick. It has the distance. It's good.
Wow.
A 52-yard field goal sends us to double overtime. McCrum's 3rd, longer than 50 this season.
Wow.
So it's their chance. Man in motion, Spencer Davis.
Reverse.
It is going to be the keeper. The other way, they're going to go the reverse to Lloyd. He backs his way inside the 20 to the 18. He's going to pick up about 7 on the play before Anthony Hayes tackled him.
There, when I saw it setting up, Neil, I thought, uh-oh, here we come. But it was a nice job of the Racer defense of recognizing it. The SEMO running back was able to avoid 1 tackle, but only a gain of 7. Going to bring up a 2nd and 3, ball on the 18.
Twins to the left, single wide out to the right. And once again, they'll go from shotgun. Jackson in at running back. Snyder, a little bit of a low snap again. He rolls. The ball's batted in the air and incomplete. Snyder, did you see he thought about catching it, and then he thought, no, I don't want to do that.
Man, I wish he would have. I wish he'd have caught it and then got tackled again. Nice job by Felton Collins. We've mentioned his name several times today. Defensive end position, hands up, 3rd and 3. A stop here forces Coach Tuke to make a decision. Do you kick the field goal? And then we go from there. But big 3rd down play. Nice job by Collins. Man, I wish Snyder would have caught that.
He was thinking about it, but you could tell, I think that senior mind took over, and he said, no, if I catch it, I'm probably going to get taken down. Pistol formation for Snyder. And we have flags flying. If this is against the Racers, they just gave SEMO a 1st down.
Unfortunately, Neil, I think it's going to be. We jumped off sides, had contact, so unless there was a movement on the Southeast Missouri offensive line, it's going to be against the Racers.
That's your call. I didn't see anything by SEMO. I had the glasses on the line, and unless the center wiggled the ball, that would have been the only thing that I didn't see. But 1st down, the Racers hand wrap it. That's a big penalty to just hand to them.
Big penalty. Again, only the 4th one on the Racers for the day. 4 penalties for 40 yards, but those 5 yards there, very, very important as we're in our 2nd overtime.
13-yard line. Again, a low snap, and this one's batted down again. Racers get a big paw on that one, I believe. That was Felton Collins again slapping it down.
Gotta love the effort that this Racer D is playing with. Again, the mental error on the last one gave them a 1st down. We're going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Ball's on the 13-yard line. The Redhawks can pick up a 1st down before scoring a touchdown, but it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Racer defensive front playing with great effort. That's 2 passes that have been batted down in this overtime period alone.
Snyder 18 of 29 passing. They'll go Twins left. Single wide out to the right. Shotgun formation. Two-step drop. They throw. It is incomplete. Battling for it, and Spraggins fighting. It'll bring up third down.
Great job by the Racers secondary. I thought he almost came down with an interception, but a great job of breaking that up. Snyder thought he had it as a touchdown pass, but great job of Spraggins breaking it up. 3rd and 10. Falls on the 13.
38-38. Second overtime. Southeast Missouri with the ball. They'll go Twins left. Plenty of time on the play clock to get it off. Again, there is no other clock in play in college overtime. Single wide out to the right from shotgun set. Snyder throws right. It is caught. Is it out of bounds?
Out of bounds.
It is.
Out of bounds. Woo! Oh, me, Neil, I got my breath there for a minute. That is out of bounds. Going to bring up a 4th down.
That wasn't even close. I think he was out of bounds when his feet left, and then when he came down, he's like 2-3 feet on the white there. So here comes their kicker.
And the official was right there on the play. Nice job. But here comes McCrum. Hasn't been perfect on the day. Has had a very good season. Ball's on the 13. Will be snapped to the 20. Going to be a 30-yard attempt.
Moments ago, he kicked from 55. Here's the snap. There's the kick. Again, the distance is there, and it's good. Twins right, Twins left. Humphreys hands it up the middle. Down inside the 20 to the 19. It's Pokey Harris with a 6-yard run. Roper Garrett with the tackle.
Harris doing a really nice job. That's going to be his 16th carry of the game, about 71 yards. He and Marcus Holliday have done a nice job carrying the football.
Twins right, Twins left. Handoff goes to Harris, who has to go right, then back left. I don't think he got anything on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5. So the Racers need to pick up something here, or they will be forced to go for a tying field goal that would send us to a 3rd overtime. Twins left, Twins right. Humphreys, play action fake, throws right. It's caught at the 12. It's going to be enough for the 1st down. That's Griffin with the catch. And he's having a big day. 134 yards before that one. That's going to put him over 140 with his 9th catch of the day.
None bigger than that, though, Neil. 1st down for the Racers on the 12.
A touchdown wins the game. A turnover wins it for SEMO. Play action fake. Throw right side. It's in and out of the hands of Harness, who couldn't come up with it in the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
So close, Neil. So close. Diving attempt by Griffin just does come incomplete. Almost had the winner. 2nd and 10. Racers ball on the 12. They can pick up a 1st down.
Twins right. That's Harness in Griffin to the right. Twins to the left side. Blackburn and Davis. From shotgun. They hand it. Stretch play left side across the 10. Down to the 7-yard line. Pokey Harris is going to pick up about 6 on the play. And here, right, looks like about 5 on the play, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. Not as much as I thought.
Yeah, 3rd and 5. Ball resting on the 7. See what the Racers put together.
Twins right, Twins left. Again from shotgun. K.D. Humphreys. Play action fake. Looks to pump into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Is it a touchdown?
Yes!
Yes, it is! Touchdown Racers. We'll dig it out and tell you who it is as soon as the SEMO players get the bodies off. But the bottom line, the Racers win the game. And they're going to cover them up. Do you have any idea who caught that?
He's in the middle of that huddle right now, Neil. I have no clue. Big play. Touchdown, Murray State. 44-41. Racer win.
The Racers with a victory. They celebrate a hard-fought victory. They pulled off the upset of 23rd ranked Southeast Missouri. And we'll see if we can get somebody downstairs. It'll give us an idea of who caught the game-winning touchdown pass. What a thrilling way to end homecoming today for the Racers, as it was a splendid play in overtime. Double overtime, the Racers picked up the win. Racer football produced by Neil Bradley, the executive producer Steve Harrell, the chief technical engineer Jeremy Wilkerson, and our studio producer today was Heather McRivets, and the use of the descriptions or accounts of this game without permission from Murray State University is prohibited. We now know Janowski Davis caught the game-winning touchdown. Davis with the score. The final, Murray State 44, SEMO 41. Stay tuned for the Murray Bank postgame show coming up next on the Murray State University Sports Network.